Alright, let's get through some introductions real quick with everybody. Hi, folks. And that's right, we're doing Oops All Saiyans again. I promised it was coming back this week, and I meant it. Let's start going down the line in order of the person who has the softest nose. Chibi.
Oh no, I think that's Jack.
No, Jack doesn't have a nose. We try not to bring it up.
Right, he's got a snout. Hi, I'm Chibi Wisdom. I play as Shallot in this game. Both Doctor and Nurse Shallot. I don't know if you know that. I play as a bunch of other characters and a bunch of other stuff. I also do art. I already said where you can find me over Chibi Wisdom on Twitter. I do art sometimes, and maybe, guess what? Maybe I'll post it, but it's not happening. Jack, go.
Hi, I'm Blackjack K9. I do the arts and my commissions are open. I'm playing Keels here tonight. I am the DM for Digimon Knighthood, and I'm in everything else on the channel. You can watch any of that. It's good. It's a good time.
Also, I'm cable provider and forgot to mention. Actually, you know what? I think Dan's already on it.
Yup.
Thank you, Dan. Never mind.
Bye, you next.
My name's Batty. I'm a YouTuber now. I don't do anything else anymore. That's my shtick. Next person.
Buggy Bone, you dupe.
That's a lie. He eats hot sauce.
We can skip all the other shit. It was a bit, Cable.
No.
We need to get on with the session.
I'm just gonna say shit.
I mean, you never committed to the bit, so.
Yeah. Coward.
Nooble, Dan, or Louise, you guys fight in the octagon for who goes next.
Alright, I grab a spear.
Alright, Noodle wins.
Alright, hi, I'm Noodle Laser. I play Genie here. I play Coco in Bugs X Bones, Kunai in Phantasma. I am going to be doing another Onryo session as soon as my living situation improves. And I also do art. My commissions are permanently open. Not that anyone pays attention. Next person.
I am Luis. I forgot yesterday happened and I was sleeping. Yeah, music, a bunch happening. Please help. Follow me on Twitter, Luis Bass Music. Bye.
Hey there, Ninja Dance Funhouse. I'll be playing Doc Choi here in Oops All Saiyans. I'm also Daisuke in Final Phantasma, Grifter and Bugs X Bones, Shino and Digimon Knighthood. Hey, I DM the Deep Nocturne as well. Can't wait till those get posted. I'm also Guy in Onryo. Hey, let's get on with the Space Monkey Madness, Cable. Come on.
Hi, I'm Cable Provider, DM for this Saiyan extravaganza. Louise, don't worry about being tired. Just Camille is supposed to be in a healing pod right now anyway. You're recovering. And, you know, I am happy to be back doing Oops All Saiyans. I enjoy doing Final Phantasma, which will probably have a faster return than normal, but don't expect it for a little bit because I want to get everything nice and prepped up for it. And little surprises here and there coming along the ways. So expect to see some more coming through. Go to the YouTube channel, check out the song Successors. Louise did an amazing job with the music. I had fun singing it. Go ahead and, you know, give it as many likes as you can and go grab somebody you know off the street and tell them to subscribe to the YouTube.
Subscribe!
Now, if I mute to scream ever so slightly, I am experiencing tooth pain. So, there it goes. So, I can't be merciful to you guys this time because I'm actually in quite a bit of pain from my tooth. So, get ready for this.
No.
As long as my tooth hurts, you guys will hurt.
You've been merciful in any of these two games?
There's been mercy.
There has been.
Look at all the extras on screen.
You know what? Chip didn't have to help you.
You know what? I didn't have to just leave a pencil into that man's ribcage.
Well, since you seem to want to be recounting all the not mercy, Chibi, why don't you give us a recap of what happened last time?
Fine, if I have to give a recount, I will.
As Nurse Shallot.
Mm.
It's not fair. Well, gosh, in the last episode, let me think. In the last episode, if I can remember correctly, and I hope I do, dears, our new friend Keels joined the party, and he is a swell friend.
Hello.
We picked him up from the farm planet, or apparently that's where he came from, and we are oh so happy that he's here with us. We then took a mission to head to this planet and liberate it for all of these nice people, and we need to free them from these not so nice pirates. We landed after almost getting shot down. Thank goodness, that would have been really bad. And these nasty pirates got apprehended. Some of them did get destroyed, however, from our good friend ship and the rest of the crew. But you know what? I still think we can make friends.
Okay. Chibi, that sounds like that physically hurt you.
Well, gosh, I don't know what you mean.
Eye twitches.
So, we pick back up. Camille having been hurt pretty bad from that fight. A lot of you guys did take some severe damage. These enemies aren't the most competent and they're not the bravest. But damn it, do they pack some pretty strong equipment. Also, this guy tried to crawl out and he bled out on some rocks over here. He's dead.
It's fucked up, yo.
You guys are all pretty roughed and beaten up. And, hold on, I need my cup. After combat and everybody sort of settles down, you hear a loud announcement. Congratulations! We have won! Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Thank you.
Well, that's just nice.
Okay. Looking around, who's still up?
Nobody.
No, Shallot is perfectly
No,
fine.
Shallot's inside the ship. I'm outside. Can't everybody?
Chini is on 1 HP.
Argo is still standing.
Okay, you two might want to report to mid-bay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I feel fine.
Uh,
Oh, my organs.
So it just walks up and pokes you.
You poke her?
Yeah, I just walk up and poke you.
Fine. Going to medbay is so boring.
Yeah, but think about what'll happen when you come out of it. How much stronger will you be?
Not as strong as this one over here. And I'm going to kneel down. Wait. Fuck. Is Luis's character unconscious currently?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna pick him up.
Gonna put him in a stasis pod.
Do I have to roll a strength since I'm like injured or not?
I'll say just for if you're just trying to pick him up and move him, unless you're trying to like rapidly run with him, you don't have to do a strength check.
Okay. At least I'm picking Camille up. Bring him back to the pod.
You bring Camille over. Ship opens up the doors. You see the doors. They stutter just a little bit before Ship actually manages to open it up, and you see like the platform come down for you to walk in. Apologies. There was some slight mechanical damage upon landing, but for the most part, I am functional and living facilities are still operational.
Oh, can you still fly though, or?
Processing. Processing complete. No.
Oh, well, I always wanted to hoof it myself.
I am unable to leave the atmosphere of this planet, nor accelerate beyond escape velocities. The most I can potentially do with what I have currently functioning is hover.
Great, gonna have to look into that one.
Oh, that's a choice problem. Walking inside.
Okay. You go in, you find the med pod, and you put Camille in there to let him absorb the healing Kool-Aid.
Arco's gonna like put him in upside down. Because she's not.
He'll heal faster that way.
Yeah, the blood will rush to his head and he'll heal faster.
While Camille is healing, it's going to take a couple hours for that to be complete. Actually, I know I wrote it down on the sheet, but does anybody remember offhand how long the healing pod takes?
No.
Half a day, if memory serves correctly.
Let's
Let me
see.
just see.
Is it part of shit's parts for the med bay?
You guys bought a small medical pod or a medium medical pod?
4 hours for the medium.
Okay, yeah, so it'll take 4 hours for Camille to be back up to full strength. So do you guys have anything you want to do in those 4 hours, or do you guys want to all just, like, take a short rest?
Oh, I got stuff to do.
Jeannie is banged up, so she's probably going to need that when someone else is done with it.
Okay. What is... Okay, I see what that is. Never mind.
Wait,
So-
what should I do with the bodies?
You know, I was working on that.
I'll let you handle it then.
Hey, is Keels in there?
I'm gonna look inside his kills there. Kills!
What is Keels doing right now?
I think I'm trapped in a closet. If I remember correctly.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. You tried to
you
stop
are.
the dude from leaving and you
Yeah.
rolled into a closet.
If you
I
made
think not-
noise, I'd probably let you out.
I'm lightly knocking on the door. Hold on.
Kills, is that you?
Hello?
Kills, you need to come out of there.
I can't. I'm stuck.
I'll help you out. I'm gonna help Kills come out of the closet.
So, Arco, you out Keels.
As soon as the door opens, I'm gay.
Okay, I don't see how that's pertinent to the current situation, but good for you.
Yay.
I'm gonna give him a very awkward hug.
I like hugs.
So Camille is currently healing in the pod. We have a bunch of dead guards that I think Choi's doing something with, and Charlotte, what is Charlotte doing? I don't know. I'm not going to question that right now. It's not my problem.
The two of you unironically smell something coming from the kitchen. It is baked goods.
I think she's making poison or something.
That sounds delicious.
So you're cooking up a storm, Chibi?
She's making cookies.
Alright, how fresh out the oven? Are you doing like the smelling the cookies fresh out the oven thing?
Yes.
Alright, so with that steam going straight up into Charlotte's nose, roll me a constitution save. It's over a 10, so unfortunately you're still Nurse Charlotte.
Fuck. I need low?
Yeah.
You know
Easy
what?
for
Hold
me.
on.
then.
Yeah. You
Actually,
want to sneeze.
Hold on,
Holding it
it's
in.
time for the difficulty check. Let me actually find out where I put it.
Sweetie, I
No,
think
you're...
he's bleeding out.
I'm over here. I'm waiting to get inside the Kool-Aid.
No.
Well, hold on just a little bit, Sweetie. I think Camille will go in first, and you'll go in, and then...
Yeah, that's why I said I
I'm
was
fine.
waiting. I'm being patient.
Hold on real quick, Patty, real quick, hold on. Chibi,
Sorry.
you are Dr. Charlotte again. Your difficulty check whenever you have to do these con saves, I remember I wrote this out. 1 through 15, you will sneeze. There's only, so it's pretty much just like, unless you get a 16 or above, you're not gonna sneeze.
Jesus Christ.
So it's gonna get random.
fuck? Just gonna drop the pan straight up.
Ew, desserts.
Floor cookies.
Flukies.
Ship, why am I standing next to an entire plate of cookies?
I don't know. I did not
Excellent.
estimate. Arco is gathering bodies.
Oh, good, good. Status report, how is everyone doing?
I think that for the most part, the crew is mostly dead.
You see
Ours
Camille-
or theirs?
Yes.
Excellent. Oh. Genie,
So-
you're injured, correct?
I'm not feeling so good.
Follow me to the med bay so I can get you patched up. Good.
I've been into med bay. Where you've been?
Apparently making cookies.
Oh, I thought I smelled something nice.
Just gonna pick one off the ground for a second and just walk to the med bay with it. I mean, here if you want this.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna squint at it like, I don't know what game you're playing.
Genie is the most trusting soul.
Apparently just a cookie.
I like cookies.
Roll me an insight check, Shallot.
20.
You
Not
don't
natural.
trust. So you can sense from these cookies. You know you were the one who made them because you remember holding the pan. You're concerned. You detect the scent of love from these cookies.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Alright. I'm just gonna grab some like gauze or something and just bandage up Chini for the time being.
Okay. I'll say Noodle. Roll. You can roll up to your maximum amount of hit die, and then you can add a d6 for every hit die that you roll. Because Shallot's helping bandage you up.
And then a d6.
Yep.
Nice.
Hot damn, that's good.
Shallot, you're patching up, Gene. Now I need to ask this within this time. I just want to go down the line real quick because I know Camille is healing. I know Shallot's taking care of Chini, so you three are going to be occupied. Arco, Keels, and Choi, what are you guys doing?
Well, I was seeing who was helping me bring these bodies into the ship.
It would be Arco.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm also gathering up their equipment.
All right, so let me go over how many bodies there are here. So you have 3 bodies on the ground. Let me just see what they've got on them.
Keel's time is of the essence. Do you mind helping those two out there?
Nice.
I'll do my best, sir.
Ma'am?
Yeah. Alright, not fantastic rolls for things that might not have been damaged or broken, but you do manage to pick up some stuff.
Cool.
So, you pick up, let me just see, from between all of the guards, you pick up, there's a bunch of empty capsules and syringes on them, but you find 5 of these that have a label on them that say, pick me up, please, with an all caps and an exclamation mark.
Oh.
And pick me up, please, heals 3d6 plus 2.
5 of those?
You find 5 of them between all of them.
Oh, damn.
They all had a bunch on, but there were some that either broke, they forgot to bring some or refill it. But you managed to get 5 of those.
Hell yes.
You find each one of them has a functioning scouter.
Ooh, so 3 of them?
Yep, 3 functioning scouters. You find one blaster. No, sorry, you find 2 blasters.
2 blasters.
And you managed to, based on everything that they've got, give you one good roll for to see if you get it or not. Yeah. You can, a lot of their equipment's damaged in either from light debris, just overall just junkiness or wear and tear. There is 1 salvageable pulse cannon.
1 pulse cannon. Cool, that'll go with the one I had before.
Yup. So you managed to get all of that. Yeah, so that's what you managed to pick up from the bodies.
Very nice.
And I can give you the stats for the blaster later on. Well, it's a ranged weapon. It does 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier and radiant damage.
What's that? You say 1d10?
Yep, 1d10 plus dex mod.
Sweet.
And let me just check something on that blaster real fast. Oh yeah, no. Okay, you're good. So, you're bringing the bodies in. Arco's helping you. Keels, what are you doing?
I am also helping with the body, because I was told to.
Okay. So over the 4 hours, you guys are helping bring bodies in and like loot them for all their stuff and checking to see if equipment's salvageable, right?
Oh.
Okay. So nobody was keeping watch. Good. I was asking.
I expected Ship to be doing that, but you know what? That's fine.
Ship can only do so much.
What is Ship currently doing?
Ship is doing its best to keep watch, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna roll something
Right.
right now.
I was going in and out. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, but I mean, you'd be going in and out, but eventually, once you get all the bodies in, you'd be scrapping like equipment and going through all their loot and shit. So this is over a span of 4 hours.
Ah.
And just because you like, I would say it's not just like, oh, checking them. You do have to like with your your specifics. Then you'd have to be going in to make sure, is this actually smart to be trying to use this? Is this salvageable? Burned out? Are these like actually things I can take?
Fair
So,
enough.
Also, we can switch this music. Put something.
Well, no,
Let's put a motion on. You guys sit around. Things just kind of like move along for a little bit. And okay, that one doesn't see you. That one does see you. That one doesn't see you. Okay, so only one of them sees you. Give me 1 second. A lot of time passes. Like, well, after 4 hours, you hear a little beep, and Camille's pod just kind of like pops open. Camille?
Wake up,
You are
Camille.
back. You're back to full health with the new additional D4 that you rolled. You feel surprisingly, even though you were beaten pretty bad from that fight, you feel a little bit more durable, and you feel a slight like increase in power. You're saying working their magic.
Okay, I expected to feel worse, but okay.
Why
What
are you
happened?
upside down in the pod?
Why am I upside down in the pod?
Did you rotate while in stasis? Oh, that's adorable.
Just get me out of here.
Get out yourself. You have legs. Use them.
Camille's grumpy.
What happened?
That's what I would like to know, actually. Apparently, after the fight, something happened, and I have a lapse in memory. I can assure you, most likely it won't happen again, but it's still peculiar.
Don't goad me into it, Jimmy, but don't roll anything. Oh god.
Well, if we are all here, I guess I assume we are all here.
Most
Yeah,
of us
well.
should be within the ship at the current moment.
No, I mean anyone died because
Oh, heavens, no. Oh,
Hey.
hold on. I'm just gonna walk over to, like, a button, press it for the intercom, and go, Chini, the pod is now open. If you would like to enter to not die, that would be appreciated.
I would like that.
No, okay, that's up. I'll just
Flop into pod.
Flop into pod. It fills up. This is the third usage of the pod today.
It is.
So This is the last healing you guys can do through your medical pod. As Chini gets in, you just hear a beep from the ship.
Yeah,
Oh.
ship.
Hello, it seems everyone is healthy and up and running.
For the most part, yes, actually.
Perfect. I thought I should inform you that there appears to be 3 small, unidentified... I don't know what this is, but they are approaching at a moderate speed.
Nah, here we go again.
You pull up a screen.
Alright. You pull up, a screen gets pulled up. You see what appears to be, and I don't know how to describe this. It's a very small object. It's probably no bigger than like 3.5 feet tall. And it's running like a maniac towards the ship. And they're running in V formation. You ever see Chocobo run?
Yes.
It looks like that. Did anybody go outside to see them? I'm gonna get rid of the bodies off the map too.
Question: would Arco have gotten health from a short rest?
You can roll your hit die if you want to.
Okay, I'll do so. Ooh.
You know what?
Precisely I-
Ship, if you like hunting birds of prey, by all means fire at will on any of them.
One moment. Ship is going to continue to scan them. Where is Ship? Because now I have to see if Ship's sensors will pick this up as he's like scanning out at them. Or it. Ship has no gender.
Ship is ship.
Ship is Ship. Ship would have a perception.
And we love ship either way.
Yeah, no, Ship's gonna start taking shots randomly with the small cannon.
Don't hurt the birdies.
Let's see.
Well, you see, Mr. Keels, either we hurt them or they will most certainly hurt us.
But how do we know they're not friendly?
You're right, we don't. Excellent observation.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a D100 for that nat 1. Okay, Ship just misses that shot. So Ship misses 2 of them, but then one of them is just like you see them running and zigzagging out of the way, and then just one of them, like a poof of feathers and metal, explode. And you just hear them go, "What the hell?" As they like skid directly. Is anybody outside to greet them or no? I don't know if anybody's going out or if you're staying in.
Arco was told to go outside and handle the problem.
I guess I'll get out.
I go meet the birdies.
Oh,
Okay.
hello there, Camille. Looks like you're in tip-top shape.
All right. For the sake of just knowing where everybody is,
Wait, okay, there's 2 of me. No.
do me a favor, and then I'm just gonna put whoever's not in the ship, who's in the ship is over here. I will eventually make a ship interior map, but
All right.
Chino, you're going out. Oh, Chini's in the pod. Okay.
So upon hearing the blasters going off, Troy would have been running out. What the hell is going on?
All right. So place yourselves right there.
We got visitors.
Again?
Oh, birdies.
Well, good enough time to test this out, and I'm pulling out a pulse cannon.
One of
Jesus.
them is gone, but these 2 are gonna be right here.
So,
I was like, birdie.
It's a
It's just-
turkey.
They just come skidding directly up in front of you, and I will show this to the players. Chibi saw this earlier. I needed to get these ready for today.
that's what this is!
Yep.
Bird.
You see, you see them just like skidding, and like you see them. One of them pull out like a white flag, and it's just like please don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot!
I told you they were nice.
Don't shoot, Troy. They might taste delicious.
Hold up, Arco. Alright, what's all this about?
You, and the other one just like slaps him up with the back. Then get yourself together, Teriyaki. You're a man. You're right. You're the Saiyans, right? I think you're monkeys. You look like monkeys.
Yes, Saiyans.
See, I told you it was them. I saw a whole bunch of those weird organization members coming over here, and then there was nothing. Usually they blow up whatever they're around. Why'd you kill our friend? We were just coming to greet you.
Like, how do you expect we knew you were the good guys if the first thing that got here shot us first?
We put cushions on the tips of our spear. Look at their spears; they have little cushions on them. They didn't want to hurt you.
Troy, just look at the rest of them. Let me guess. Shallot told Ship fire at will.
Yeah.
Fire to who?
No.
Ship, stand down.
Standing down.
This is kind of awkward. Can I eat your friend?
I prefer if you didn't, but
Is there anything actually left?
it's just a smoldering pile. He's actually, you know what? Where is that? Let me see how much damage that actually did.
Jesus Christ.
14. No, he'd still be alive. Actually, he's hurt pretty bad, but he's still alive.
So Argo's gonna go up to the bird that she thought was chicken by now.
Oh, I think he's still alive. Should I put him out of his misery?
No!
No.
I'm surprised it lived.
What I lack in endurance, I make up for in tasty flavor.
That's poor choice of words.
Oh, anybody else here rushing water?
I'm very hungry right now, but I assume the responsible thing,
She's gonna do in quotation marks.
would be to take you to the med bay.
Either that or we were sent to greet you. We saw the ship getting shot out of the sky earlier. And on top of that, seeing more of the organization members around here. Our leader figured you didn't know where to land, and that was his fault.
Wasn't so much that we didn't know where to land, that we were shot at and were forced to land.
Yeah, we forgot to tell you not to come this a certain way. That was our fault. Yeah, we're sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. No, proper.
Yes, you guys are all in the wrong.
I'm gonna pick up this smoldering bird creature and bring him this direction.
It's really nice when people apologize for their misdoings.
He's just breathing a very labored breathing. You ever see like a very sad video of like a pet at the vet when its chest is, you can see it rising and falling.
Aww.
Well, a proper introduction's the one you fried down. That's Szechuan. I'm teriyaki. And this is stir fry.
Wait,
I hate you.
wait a second. Are all of you missing your left arms?
Yeah,
Why?
a rite of passage in our training to become noble knights of the great planet of, I forget the name,
This is routine.
the great planet of Rotine. You see, we must be prepared to defend the kingdom, even if disarmed. We did not know what disarmed meant until after we had went through the training protocol.
Uh,
I respect their gumption.
do not try that.
Okay.
We'll see about that.
I'm warning you.
You can always replace my arm, right?
Maybe Shallot. Well, actually, maybe.
He just looks over Arthur. Hey, is one of your arms bigger than the other?
Okay,
Is it raining?
Oh, it's sunny.
It's totally raining with my 21 deception.
Marco's crying.
there was a single tear streaming down her face.
Aw.
Who said that?
Teriyaki. I'll write their names in chat so you guys don't forget.
Okay.
Oh,
Szechuan.
however, why would we ever forget these very reasonable, totally likable individuals?
They're
was waiting for-
lovable.
I was waiting for one of them to be named Captain Baka.
I was gonna call one of them Daryl.
Shallot, I'm banging on the door of the ship. One of them apologized for greeting us too aggressively.
Arco.
Oh, yes, Camille.
You can just tell Ship to communicate with her. You don't need to shout or anything.
Oh. Well, I suppose this is embarrassing. Shallot! I mean, Ship.
The
Ship,
door
get-
opens, and you just hear over the intercom, "Bring the poultry in for interrogation. I mean, healing."
We're going to heal you.
Hold on, because they have wisdom modifiers for insight checks.
Oh
Oh my god, they have a -2 to that.
my
I got
god.
a 15. Shit.
We've never been healed before, but unfortunately we don't have the time. But we're going to bring you to base camp.
How
Base
far
camp.
is it?
It's not too far. If you guys are able to, I think your ship should be able to move a little bit, can it?
Yep.
Perfect. It'll be maybe just about an hour's way from here.
Okay, everyone get in.
We will take you to see the Council of Five. They will be able to help you in your mission.
All right, get on board.
Don't worry about us. We can run very fast. I'd like to go on board if possible.
I don't believe your poultry friend has a choice in this matter.
Take Kentucky Fried Dave in to be healed.
How do you know my father? You load Szechuan into the ship while Teriyaki and Stir Fry run off, and they direct you to follow them in ship.
Okay, Ship,
Yes,
follow them, please.
affirmative. And
Why did I
ship's-
say police? What the hell happened?
you see the little landing gear that ship has down? It begins to scuttle across the ground like a crab, so ship makes tiny walkies while they follow them. And as you guys are moving, I will say that since they are leading you, you don't necessarily have to. Since they're leading you, you don't have to pay too much attention to where you're going. You can all make perception checks to keep watch with advantage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm
God
having
damn it.
fun
Nat
with
20.
our new friend here.
17.
Hey,
Nat 20.
Okay, so roll me
With
a
a
medicine check, Chibi.
19.
You managed to get a Szechuan back on his feet. But you do find something very odd about them is where you'd think that they'd just be birds. They have a weird skeletal structure that is very similar to the common Saiyan. It doesn't seem that this should work. It might explain why they're flightless, but their anatomy it kind of creeps you out how similar it is.
Is it possible with a 19 to get a blood sample?
You can take a blood sample.
Okay.
Thank you,
Interesting.
nice doctor.
Oh, do not mention it, my dear poultry friend. But if you do intend on thanking me, you can thank me with information.
Whatever I can do to help.
Well, for starters, who is your kingdom hierarchy go towards, and what exactly is going on this planet? Actual information would be nice.
Of course, from what we know, and the Council of Five should be able to inform you a little more than we can, but this is the planet known as Rotine. It is rich in minerals, gemstones, and with very illustrious, plant life along certain parts of it. But we're used to, but we didn't take care of it, so it's gone now. Still,
See that?
dope-ass rivers. Our leader is the great and honorable man. I cannot find his name for the life of me because I have two different fucking documents. I apologize for this.
King Beefaroni.
He has a name, and I just can't find it. Oh, that's right. Okay. Our leader is a man of great stature, named Ormel. He was off planet on what he said was a diplomatic mission, and in the absence of him being gone, we sent our best guards with him. That's when the beings known as the Demir organization invaded the planet. They started by capturing smaller cities and settlements and then began to expand, eventually taking the capital itself. We know that we've tried to send people into the capital to take it back. They've got a very disruptive sort of shield defending it. We don't see their leader anymore. He sends most of his foot soldiers around to harass, interrogate, and snuff out any bits of trouble he can find so that they can take a full grip on this planet. We've been like this for about a month and a half now,
I see.
which is where our great lord in his infinite wisdom hired you. We figured a group of Saiyans would be more than capable of taking back the planet. Sorry, I need a glass of water.
I see.
I'm afraid that's all I know in terms of specifics on what they're doing, or how they're doing whatever it is they're doing. But the five wisest should know more. It was a pain to gather them all together, but we managed to.
Before I have an aneurysm, who are the five wisest?
They are some of the most brilliant minds here on Routine.
Pause for a second before Charlotte just sits there and goes, I'm assuming that that is not difficult.
Don't see what you mean.
It most likely means that those that you've deemed your smartest, best, and brightest are indeed the best and brightest.
Yes. You get it.
I most certainly do.
After about an hour's travel, I'll eventually move you guys over.
You rest there. Pay no attention to the bodies that I am mutilating right behind you.
These bastards pillaged our land and destroyed some of our homes. If it's all the same to you, might I watch you mutilate them?
Oh, I would appreciate it.
And you see Szechuan just looking on with like a righteous vengeance in his eyes.
Jesus.
And as you begin to cut him, he's like, "No, don't cut there. It'd be less painful for them."
The corpses.
Yes, but their souls can feel.
Oh my god.
This is an interesting culture now. I am now intrigued.
Szechuan might have problems.
Say. Things change after you get blasted by a ship.
So, let me get things set. After a little whiles of travel, they bring you towards what appears to be like a small. So it's strange the area they take you off. In the distance, you can see a very large city. With those perception checks, I'll say you don't see anybody approaching, but as they're moving you along and you leave some of the more jagged mountainous areas, you do see like a stunning sort of like large palace, like very far off in the distance. But it seems you're moving away from that and moving towards a very large mountain, which what appears to have at the very top of it, especially with those nat 20s, you would see some like lush plant life. It looks like this might be the only place where plant life is growing in this area and people are taking care of it. And you can make out what kind of looks like a temple of some sort there.
So, question. I might have to run off and do something real quick. Can we say it like Arco is like doing reconnaissance around the area? I can't say that word.
Do you have to go right now, Batty?
Potentially. Why?
No, it's okay. I just wanted to know.
I do have a bit though.
You have a bit.
I'm gonna go up to Szechuan real quick.
Yes.
I hope you learned a valuable lesson about trying to get humanitarian aid from an allied ship.
This shall never happen again. I don't make the same mistake 9 times.
Good. As long as we're on the same page. I'm
Good.
going to go out and do things now.
All
Okay.
right.
I'll
I'll
see
say
guys
you
in a little
fly
bit.
out to do reconnaissance, and I'll say with your scouter on your head, you'll be able to find where the ship lands.
Ooh,
So you'll know
okay.
where you'll be able to get back.
Okay. BRB.
All right. So, also in this time, since you did use your die noodle, I'll say Chini can kind of just get patched up and heal through this.
Yay!
So Chini's up and about. You'll be back up at max. No Zenkai boost though, because you weren't under any negative HP.
I know.
So you guys get led to sort of like the foot of like this mountainous sort of like temple area. And Keels and Joy, you really do notice the large vegetation here and like the amount of like plant life, and it actually looks fairly like peaceful to a degree.
What do you make of this, Keels? Agriculture.
It's like home, but not as good.
No corn.
What do you expect?
Camille, there's just some dumb trees. But as you make it there, you see a very large setup tent. And you see what appear to be more like bird guards on the outside of it. And as the ship lands and you guys make your way out, you see them just standing there like, the elders inside are waiting for you. And Teriyaki leads you in, and you see him take a knee as he stands you before the 5 wisest elders, and I'll move you guys to the map.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You see before you a very short man twiddling his thumbs, a person with a crown that appears to look very nervous, and 3 more bird guards just sitting in chairs, but they have slightly more ornate helmets. And I will reveal the artwork of the main person sitting directly there to you guys.
Oh.
Giant shallot.
This is very Dr. Slump Cable.
What
you see-
the actual hell
Did you
is
see his
this?
shirt, Dan?
Oh my god.
It's an Arale t-shirt.
It is an Arale t-shirt.
I don't even know what to say.
I just entered this room and I already have a headache.
Noodle, are you on the map?
Oopsie poopsie, I was letting people see the art.
Oh, it's okay.
That brings the music.
Behold, royalty.
The
Get
5
back here.
the 5 wisest men. You see them argue. You see the king just sitting there, like shuffling back and forth between like the bird guards that are like arguing back and forth. No, a direct attack on the capital is the best way to recover it. You know nothing. We will lose many soldiers. Mighty birds will not die because of your indignance. All right. We don't need to fight like this. You, Edward, what do you think? And they look towards the small man right here. And he's just sitting there, like, I don't know, maybe a small attack on the capital could be worth it, could not be worth it. What do you think, Your Majesty? Oh, please don't make me make decisions right now. It's the worst thing that could have happened.
Oh, goodness.
He puts his hands in his face like,
You guys getting a bad feeling about this?
Oh, you too.
See a bunch of idiots.
These ducks
Yeah,
is silly.
yeah, you're not wrong.
everybody make me an Arcana check walking in here.
Who,
boy.
everyone?
Yes, everyone.
22.
Oh, 17.
Arcana.
Okay.
Five.
Sheeny?
I just hit it. Dang it. What the heck?
I can't.
Cheesy.
12.
So, Chini and Camille, you don't necessarily get it. You see lots of birds running around. They're trying to pick up boxes, but it takes 2 of them to move 1 box because they only have 1 usable arm.
Look at all these ducks.
Let me see. Shallot get it too? Shallot got it too. Shallot, Choi, and Keels. Weirdly enough, everybody in this room, like the birds you don't sense anything like super threatening about them. Like maybe they can fight a little bit, but they're not worth it. This guy right here, like it's like he has negative power.
Oh,
This guy right here, it's like he has double negative power.
oh.
Oh,
This person right over here.
Double
something-
negative power, that means it's positive. That he's the strongest
Yeah.
of them all.
The guy over by the board who just looks to be meditating. Weirdly enough, you could have mistaken that power for like something you'd have felt back on Podu. This
Hello.
dude could probably scrap with a Saiyan.
Well, it looks like there's at least one good one here.
that's the interesting person here.
Who's going to lead this? Oh, fuck it, I'm leading this.
Figured as much.
I think this is gonna give us a headache.
I already have one.
I like
Walk up,
ducks.
this man stands up. So if the birds are like 3.5 feet, this dude's like 2 3/4. He just waddles up to you. And who do you all suppose you are? You are standing in the grace of the 5.
I mean,
I don't know.
you
I
called
can't.
us.
I can't
so
really count.
Why do you like? That's a bad reception, though. Did you-
Apparently, the phrase "I'll lead the conversation" is lost on you. Okay.
I'm sorry. I was trying to count the ducks and I can't count ducks.
It's alright, Genie. There are quite a few ducks here.
You do not know our noble bird knights, trained by me, the great and mighty Edward Veal.
That explains a lot.
Are you the one who's also responsible for all of them cutting their arms off?
It was a mishap. I didn't explain things properly to them.
To all of them?
I don't like repeating myself.
That explains why.
I will show his art to you guys too.
I love him.
Oh.
Look at this guy. So fucking stupid.
You all look. Oh, Your Majesty, I believe these are the Saiyans you hired.
Now we notice. Just shit. I'm not saying anything else.
Amazing perception here.
Thank you, I grew it myself. Anyway. You see him climb back over into his chair. You stand before the 5 Saiyans, please approach.
Oh, five Saiyans? I thought this was 5 ducks.
It's okay, Genie. You got this.
I'm confused.
Go for it, Doctor.
I have a headache
I'm just-
already.
I'm just staying back here. I don't care anymore.
Hello, Your Highness.
Hi. He just waves to you.
Right. So it appears that we have been requested by yours truly in order to assist in the. We're here to fix your damn planet.
Oh, thank God. And he just runs up and hugs you, Shallot.
Oh!
Please, please. I swear to God, I need your help right now. I need your help.
Doc Choi can very visibly see like Shallot almost intrinsic, she's already reaching for like a pair of scissors.
Like, Edward, like, Your Majesty, a little decorum. You're supposed to be. Listen, all right, no, now is not the time for decorum, all right? The planet got taken. They took my daughter, and I swear I've been telling my wife we've been camping for the last month. She doesn't know the planet was taken. Please fix this before she finds out it's me.
Quick question. How tall is this man?
4 feet.
Oh my god.
Please fix the planet before she finds out. She's gonna hit me.
Huh. Well, that was a lot all at once.
I would refrain from touching people who do not wish to be touched.
He goes. He transfers over to hugging Doc Choi. I just need a hug.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do something stupid.
Hmm?
All right, sure. I'll lift this king up with one arm. Sure, we'll do this Curious George style.
Hold him with one arm, and he just puts a hand around your neck. You're so strong.
Yeah, no, not really. All right, so details. What have you all been trying? What have you been doing? What kind of war preparations have you been trying so far? What's worked? What hasn't worked? What the hell is up with these one-armed birds?
A lot to go down. First, these are my loyal bird knights. They're quite powerful. I took them with me when we went on vacation.
Excuse me, what?
Our Majesty means a diplomatic mission.
No. He specifically said vacation.
Oh, you're lying. We're gonna die. I went on vacation with the wife. It was a really nice time. We decided to get away. Being king is hard.
I see.
I have to sign like 2 papers all day.
Okay.
Stay character Q. God fucking damn it.
Very warm. Can
Choi-
you make a perception check because of where you're standing for me, please? Nooble?
Sorry, I just got back from going to the bathroom.
Oh, no. Make a perception check because of where Chini's standing right now.
Yeah, she's still counting ducks. Perception. Natural 20!
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
You
yes.
see this. Like, you would see her coming in as Doc Choi is holding King Ormel. You see this person walk in,
Oh no.
and I will share her art in just a second. She comes. You see her come wandering in. She's got like the gingham shirt tied around, like just sort of like in a crop top thing, and this like she's just looking a little like tired. Like, dear, I don't really understand why we're camping for so long. Is it possible we could go back? I think I've indulged you for long enough. No, dear, we're camping for a while. It's good.
This is not a duck. This is a lady. Hello, lady.
Oh, hello. Are you tourists?
No, we's monkeys what's punches things.
Monkeys, what's punches things? I don't think we get that channel.
Oh, it's not it's not them picture box things either. We punch people for money.
I love her design.
This is such a good design. I love that.
Punch people for money. Why are you all here? What brings you to Routine? We don't really get people who punch for money.
Oh,
I've been in between you and me. I'm still happy to see you. I've been indulging my husband with a little camping trip. He'll throw the worst temper tantrum if we don't do what he wants sometimes.
I'm not really good about talking about the business stuff. I'm just here to do the punches. You should probably talk to one of them smarties over there. I'm just gonna point
her,
at
like-
Charlotte or Choi.
You see, like, the biggest smile across his face. Oh, I didn't realize we had a whole legion of them, but... Hello, nice to meet you all. I am Queen Peppa. I assist in ruling the great planet of Routine, along with... why are you holding my husband?
Well, he wanted a good look around the place, and I thought I'd oblige.
Oh, that's very him, very him.
I just put him down gently.
Can I insight this woman for general intelligence?
Go ahead.
8. Well, she's already smarter than everyone else in the room.
All right, let me give it a shot. Oh, it's a nat 1. Good God.
So, it's really weird. You try to incite her for general intelligence. She has just this glowing ray of, like, happiness bursting off of her that seems to, like... You don't even want to incite her. You're like, how can somebody be this nice? I told you guys are here on a job. Is there something in the woods you need help with, or?
Oh, yeah, we're on a. We've been asked to hunt down some local wildlife that's been running amok. Actually, your good husband here, the king, actually, we're asking him for maps, layouts of the land.
Oh yeah, that's what they're here for. Maps and layouts of the land and whatnot. I need to roll something. Because bird knights are stupid. I'm gonna roll.
God damn it.
Okay, the one that one passes. That one passes. Okay, all three of them are not going to spill the beans.
Thank God.
Yeah, layout of the land, ma'am. Layout. Yes, they're just here to help with the laying out. Well, that's wonderful. Dear, by the way, if I might just have your ear for just a moment. No, I haven't seen Venison around here for a very long time. I'm sure she's just out playing. And Choi, you know how you're holding him with one hand?
I put him down.
She grabs his collar and lifts him with a Herculean strength.
Oh.
I'm sure she is just out playing, dear, because you know I love my daughter. Should anything have happened to my little Venison? I love you, dear. Don't worry, nothing happened to her, obviously. We don't even need to go down what-if scenarios.
Oh, I like her.
There was a mental note going through Choi's mind at the moment. It's like,
Oh, this strange universe and the women that dwell within it.
She puts him down gently. Anyway, you all have fun. I will allow my husband to do whatever it is he's doing. I'm going to go back and finish documenting plant life. It's very beautiful out here. I like your hair. I like your suit. I like your jacket. You have very stylish clothes. And you look like you could punch a hole through a cow.
Probably, yeah.
You keep it up. And she pats you on the arm.
Oh, she seems nice.
I'm off. And you see her just leaving. You see his neck. You see Ormel's neck crying back to you. I swear to God, she knows, and she's just giving me time to get out of this. Please
Lovely
help
woman.
me. Help me.
Well, do you have those maps?
Oh. Oh, we don't have maps.
Do you know where anything is around this area? Any bases? I heard something about a shield.
Oh yeah, the big dome thingy.
Big dome thingy.
Big dome thingy. What about the castle in the distance?
Oh, I live there. Or I did, till he took it. I live here
Okay. Then you would know about that area.
now. Yeah, I know about it.
Okay. Do you not have any map or blueprints of the castle?
Oh no, Venison does.
Your daughter.
Yeah, she usually takes care of stuff like that. She likes cartography.
Let me get this straight. I just want to completely know exactly what I'm working with here. The giant force field out there technically belongs to you.
No, they put that up when they got here.
Right. So you owned the castle. Yes?
Yeah, I live there. I live here now.
The castle is intrinsically yours.
Yeah.
You should know the ins and outs of your castle.
I get to the front door in the kitchen.
I have a question.
Hey, how can I help you?
Does anyone in this room knows a secret-ish passway into the city or the castle?
Oh, Venison does.
Someone in this room.
Edward? I have to check Edward's sheet, see if he does know something.
I want to kill them. I want to kill them so bad.
We'll talk about that later.
Not particularly. There's really we fortified that thing really well. We tested out with lots of bird knights to find every nook and cranny that could be squeezed through, and then we reinforced it, even the secret. And you know what? In hindsight, we shouldn't have done that.
Good enough to lock yourself out, huh?
Pretty much. I don't even have the keys anymore if we were to get the barrier down.
Okay.
Yeah, Venison has the keys. I gave it to her so she could get in.
I have one last question for all of you, and then I'm done.
What?
So, gauging every single one of you walking into this place, there is someone meditating over there who seems like they're extraordinarily competent.
Oh, the great one, Estoc.
Shallot has already tuned out of the conversation and just walked over to him.
You approach him.
Excuse me.
I will show you his art.
You approach me.
Yes.
You see him open an eye as he looks up at you, and he stands up. He's a very tall man, and he's very well built. He holds out a hand to you, very politely. Protein.
Oh no!
I'm gonna shake his hand. A
He shakes your
pleasure.
hand out. Protein.
I am Dr. Shallot, one of the Sayians that has been issued here in order to help save this little colony.
Protein.
Is there
He's got
any,
his hand on his chin, looking at you guys inquisitively.
is there any information that you can provide that is far greater than I left it with my daughter?
You see him go over to the board right there. Grabs a piece of chalk.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting.
Protein. And he immediately just starts drawing something on the board. Sort of like diagrams. And where you would get like rough layouts of random things, these are almost like schematic level.
Hello.
As he's showing you like a very detailed drawing of the castle. He shows you some small points, like almost like an X formation around it. And as he's explaining it to you, he points to them and goes, protein. What that translates to, because I'm not going to be an asshole and do that to you, Chibi. One of the bird knights is able to translate and gives you a rundown. He's explaining to you, and he also shows you a very large injury on his side, that when the Demia organization came to the planet, he did his best to fight them off as much as he could, but he was outnumbered by their soldiers and by their commanding officers and generals. So he was able to get as many people as he could out to the outskirts here. However, he was not able to stop them from establishing small connection points in the major parts of the cities in this side of the planet, which is establishing a large force field, thus keeping the castle impenetrable. He suggests the best way to do that would be to destroy each generator in the major cities, which should grant you access into the castle fairly easily. There are ways to potentially just straight up blitz and overpower it, but he's outright saying that you don't have the manpower enough to do it, and even if we could break the shield, it would leave us all too drained and vulnerable for enemy attacks.
Of course, you have to be strategic about things.
Protein. Points over to the king. He said, I tried to explain that to him, but he didn't listen. That's why we lost like 8 bird guards.
Choi,
Well-
you feel a hand on your shoulder as Shallot is like hunched over, and you can almost see her like holding back tears. So competent. Thank
Yeah.
the
we-
heavens.
Protein. If you think what I've done is best, you should really try to, or rather, if you guys don't mind, is it possible you could recover Princess Venison? her understanding of the layouts of the cities will probably help you to discern where they're hiding generators.
Of course.
Wait, where should her be then?
At the base of the mountain, there is a small camp not too far from here, or a small holding cell. She should be there. It's where they, since this is sort of the outskirts of the main palace, they sort of bring newly captured people there so they determine if they need to be killed, forced into working, or just outright sold to any person who's willing to buy whatever
Yeah, that's
they can sell from them.
that's a bit convenient that such a high profile target is not in the middle of the force field, but no.
Well,
Extremely convenient.
maybe we're gonna get lucky, and our opponents are stupid.
You see his face sink a little bit? Princess Venison is not your average princess. It would be fairly. She's like her mother, so it's pretty probable that they just didn't know who she was when they grabbed her.
Oh, so I'm going to like her as well.
She's nice.
Well, I think we have our first step on the things. If she has more information, we should get her if she's easier to get.
We need to relay information to Arco as well.
Mm.
Whenever she gets back.
Oh, you have another friend?
Who said that?
He just comes waddling over. Hi, I'm the king.
Choi can see Shallot like gripping the pair of scissors violently.
No,
Hold scissors
no.
like that. Could hurt you.
You're right, sir. They most certainly can hurt you.
Oh, please. Star was my me. Call me king.
So, King, do you have
You
any
see-
sort of weaponry do you have around here?
He points to the birds.
That is not what I wanted to hear. All right.
Also, we have Estock. He's a little hurt right now, though.
Yes, he seems to be quite injured currently.
You get a look at it. It looks like it's a fracture, like in his leg, which is more why he was sitting down meditating. And even as he's like standing, he's more balancing on his tail than he is really just like standing straight up.
Do you mind if I treat that, sir?
Protein. You
And
just go
with
right
Choi,
ahead.
with Choi next to you, you get assistance. We're both
Excellent.
doctors.
Is that a medicine check or
Medicine check.
19?
You get a good. His anatomy is a little different from the birds, but it's not too far off where you're not able to treat it, and you get most of the wound taken care of. It's bandaged, and it will take some time for him to heal, but he is able to at least put some pressure on his leg and stand. Ooh, protein. Thank you.
No problem. Someone who's actually competent deserves no snark.
He's gonna eyeball all of you guys up and down, and then look over to Chini. Protein? Like, just holding up a fist. You guys fighters?
Oh, those three are motioning to Camille, Cheney, and Keels.
Protein. He's gonna. For the long and short, he only says protein, but I'll say with some weird logic, you guys are able to discern what he's saying to you. He relays to you, if you have any trouble on your mission, or if you need a little bit of assistance in picking something up, come talk to me again. I'm sure I can help you with something.
I would be more than happy to.
Protein. Well,
Cable
seeing-
scouters, just the scouters.
What about him?
Translation.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
They do have translators built into them, don't they?
Scouters are translating. They give you the universal like translation feature.
I don't understand
Protein
scattered
language.
coming through protein.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but okay.
The Protean language.
Not the universal greeting.
No!
Well, seems like I've been a magnificent help.
Camille looks at him like, really?
Keels,
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I think the king could use a hug.
dogs are nice.
Hug. Almost fucking going for a bear hug.
Roll a strength check. Also, Ginny, I want you to make an intelligence check to count the ducks.
Ducks.
17.
Roll his stat. I'll have him make a stick.
There's a dark smile going
not
across Choi's
terrible.
face.
Not terrible.
There's a loud, audible crack. Oh, those are nice. Yes, hugs are nice, Your Majesty, but please don't hug the workers. What do you mean?
I
Comes
believe
wild.
the word you're
Paralyzed.
looking for, sir, is saviors.
No, Savory's over there. He's on the council. That's the one you make it to when we start counting. You see this one here? His name is Avery. Katie, you count 9 ducks.
That's a new record. I didn't think I could count that high.
You see all of them jump off into groups of 2 so that way they can clap for you. They're very proud of you for making it that high.
I'm going to leave now.
Gonna
For
put
very
you in
good
trouble.
reasons.
Protein.
You all have a lovely day.
And looking over at S-Doc, just like, I am so sorry you had to deal with us.
He pays well.
Hey, Banner!
Between you and me, he lets me write my own salary. He doesn't
Okay, but
like
you're a
doing the
robot.
paperwork. Oh, hold on.
Hello?
Oh no, Discord's taking hard on me right now.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
After these messages,
We'll be
after
right
these-
back.
we right back.
So, what do you think of the birds, Chibi?
Oh, I personally think they're great.
They're great. They're great for food. You mean?
If it weren't for the fact that we're getting paid by this man, I would have strangled everyone in this room with my bare hands.
I mean, it doesn't mean we can do that after we get paid.
As soon as the paycheck's in my hand, then a key blast is going through his chest.
my little payback for having to deal with all of them was asking Keels to hug that man.
I know. I don't think it's enough.
Of course
mean-
it's not, but it's subtle.
I mean, I don't know. I might have plans.
Hello?
How am I now?
Better.
Okay,
Better.
Discord's kind of acting wonky right now, so I don't know if it's gonna do it again.
We'll see.
Estoc said, "It's not as bad as you think. He lets me write my own salary. He doesn't like doing the paperwork."
That's a pretty good benefit.
Shh, don't tell him that. Tell me what? Nothing. The Council of Five needs to reconvene. Oh yes, right, back to our matter at hand.
Nice.
Now, the 5 of us have gathered here for a very important discussion to go over the fate of the kingdom.
Alright, that's our cue to get out of here.
What are we having for lunch before we discuss the meeting?
Can't get out of here fast enough.
Out.
I think I like when they school we do. Want food?
You can have all the cookies that were on the floor.
Okay. She's already squirreled away some of the floor cookies. They're just like in her pockets.
Oh. Flukies.
I like steamed flukies.
It's fucking music. It's fucking music.
Giant.
Giga Charlotte.
Charlotte Supreme.
I don't know why it's so big.
It's because it's how I set the token in there because I forgot to go back and fix it. Alright, Arco will eventually catch up with you guys. But
Oh,
you guys make your
that's a delightful meeting.
you guys make it out of the tent. You see Ship just sitting there. How did it go?
Oh, Ship, you beloved piece of intelligence, you. Don't ever change.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. So, rescue the princess, I guess.
At the base of the mountain is apparently the princess, whom apparently has everything that is necessary in order to continue on.
Yeah, Bill has it! He's shouting out. He's listening to you guys.
Can we make our way and just get this over with?
Remind me, did we get the stealth unit for ship?
Yes, we did.
Oh, thank God.
See Teriyaki come running out. Oh, I can lead you guys down.
Can you?
More or less. Wait, do you want to go
How
down
far?
safely?
That would be preferred, yes.
Oh, I can't do that.
How do you normally make it down?
Oh, hold on. Crispy! He calls for another bird knight who comes running out. Yeah. Show him how we get down the mountain. Oi. And you just see him like scream as he just runs and jumps off the side and rolls.
Oh no.
We're very durable.
Uh-huh.
No, that's not the word you're looking for, but okay.
Shall it, like, quietly take a note? Interesting.
I'm sorry, please give me 1 second. Bird knights are stupid and it's taken everything I had to not fucking lose this. I knew this was gonna be dumb when I made them.
I just picture you know what? If we just cut to footage, like a live action footage of someone tossing a rubber chicken down a hill, that would be suitable for what we just heard happened.
Are you guys having fun at least?
Oh, goodness.
My brain.
My brain hurt.
This is Oops All Saiyans. I don't know what you were expecting.
Welcome to Oops All Sans.
Well, if that's the way we have to go.
Chaos.
No.
Kale,
We are going down the safe way, the one that doesn't break your bones.
I was thinking about just blasting down the side and making it like a slidey thing.
Right. But you see, if we do that, then people will hear us, and they could hurt the princess, or we could accidentally hurt the princess in the process.
More importantly, we won't get paid.
Exactly.
Oh, I need them tiny things for me kids.
Yes, you do.
are we forgetting one very important thing?
What's that?
We can fly.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, you guys are birds too.
Don't.
Do not lump us in with you.
Lumpy?
This is a lost cause.
Here, let's see you
No.
go down the mountain.
No.
I'm gonna roll the thing very quickly. Restraint is being held, but barely.
Oh.
My God.
Can we?
Sorry, I'm just getting the next map set up. Give me 1 second.
Chippy.
Yes.
That broke Dan. Damn.
I fucking love this campaign.
Glad you're having fun, man. All right, just improvise for a minute while I get something set. I forgot to add something.
We can take the ship down while it has the stealth field on. That way, some of you can rest and relax, or we can fly down.
I mean, how far it is?
It is a mountain.
You know what? I might have a plan.
I just say ship is already kind of damaged, and I don't want to risk it.
That is a fair point.
All right. I have a dumb idea,
Aw.
and I hate to say it, it might work in our favor to go with dumb ideas.
Mm.
I'll give you 10 seconds to explain before I stab you with this pair of scissors.
Bird shields.
I like your way of thinking.
But I don't want to see the birds get hurt.
They're
don't
brave
you-
warriors, Keel.
Don't you know, Keels? They're very durable.
We are. What's a bird shield?
Teriyaki, right?
Yeah.
Would you say you're one of the strongest of your order?
Oh, I am a mighty fighter.
Oh no. Don't
Teriyaki.
think
How would you like to prove yourself to the rest of your order? Prove what a mighty brave bird knight you are.
Roll persuasion on him.
Oh my god.
That's a 5. God damn it.
He squints. You see him rub his chin with his half arm. No, I'm confident in myself that I don't need to prove it to other people. Teriyaki likes teriyaki.
Yep.
Oh.
That's so close.
Self-respect is one of the most beloved things to have. Anyway.
You know, Troy, this is your problem at the current moment. Chini, grab the bird.
Charlotte, I want you to roll a perception check for me, please. Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out.
That was an 8.
An 8. I will say he's not trying to be stealthy about it. You see it coming out of the ship and putting a hand on your shoulder. You see Szechuan.
Yes, how can I help you?
I will go. We will make their blood run red like an ocean.
Oh.
We have a volunteer, ladies and gentlemen.
What if they don't bleed red though? What if it's a weird color?
Okay.
Find
Okay,
out
well-
together.
Now I have to roll for conscience. No, fuck it. Alright, sure.
I don't die for that king. I die for the people of Protein who have lost their lives to them. He's monologuing as you guys just grab him and walk down the mountain.
Grab some rope or something.
Do you tie him to something?
I don't think we need to just pick him up.
I am tying him to the most, I would assume, willing individual of the group at the current moment, Keels.
Am I helping?
You are most certainly helping, Mr. Keels.
Hey.
Have you ever played in the farmhouse or anything like that where you roll across the ground?
Uh-huh.
Excellent. You'll be doing that game right now today. It'll be fun.
Ooh.
God, this next part, I'm gonna have to get like real vulgar.
What?
Trust me.
Yeah, boy.
I'm gonna see why. You guys grab your chicken and move it down the fucking mountain. Now, before we continue, does anybody want to take a quick break?
Probably a good idea.
Okay, take a quick break.
Let me
Would
go to
you
the
say-
bathroom real quick before we do Operation Bird Sled.
Would you say that we are, in fact, choking the chicken?
Yes, you are.
About to do that with teriyaki.
Don't be mean to Teriyaki.
Or the duck in Sheenie's case.
So what do you guys think?
What to think?
Do you love it or do you love it, Chibi?
Oh, I love it. Shallot absolutely detests this.
How do you feel, Jack?
Oh, I'm looking at the second of this.
Nooble?
He's cute and funny, and I'm not doing much, but that's okay.
You can do more. Feel free to talk to anybody.
Yeah, I know, I've just been busy.
You still working on house stuff?
No, I'm drawing.
I mean, you gotta pay attention more, Noodle, if you want to be able to do more stuff.
That's why I said it's okay.
How's chat doing? Hope chat's having a good
How's
time.
everybody? Boy, I'm schwitzing in here.
The context, as far as all you need to know, VD, is there are a couple of birds who are woefully incompetent, who are being led by a king who is equally as incompetent, if not more so. And all of these birds don't have right arms. Because they cut it off because they read the instructions wrong.
Disarmed.
Yes. They had to train in case they are ever been disarmed. So they disarmed themselves. Literally.
We must call in the strongest of our order, Corporal Wingding.
Look, I'm just saying, if Szechuan dies, then that is mine.
They have General Show, like, General Show's chicken.
Szechuan is the only one of them with some honor.
He is, and that's why it would be a great shame not to abuse it.
Wow.
Szechuan has honor, Teriyaki has self-confidence. I'm thinking about this now. Outside of this campaign, Daisuke would have tried to befriend every single one of these birds.
I hate that you're right.
You'd have taken every single one of them as a friend, like, I love you all. You are mine now.
I'm back.
Whoa.
Daisuke would have thought their king was no, even Daisuke would have thought their king was stupid.
VD, you read my mind. This bird, Szechuan, will die, and I'll be like, oh no. Anyways.
No word on Daddy being back yet, or no?
No.
I might have to do this next part without him then.
Oh no, Szechuan became rations.
Everybody back?
I've never left.
Yeah.
Alright, so everybody's here, so... You guys get led down the mountain. You're not taking ship, you're just walking, right?
I guess.
Not
Yeah, we're
per
not taking shit.
se. Keels is rolling down the hill.
So that's what Keels is doing. Keels is rolling down the hill.
Yes, consider it a focus group.
Oh.
So, Keels, you start trying to roll down the hill. Make me an acrobatics check with advantage because you're using bird. So, well, you all walk down. Keels, it doesn't hurt you, and Szechuan is just screaming, pain is just weakness leaving the body, as he just rolls down the hill with you. I need the rest of you guys to make me a stealth check.
Oh boy.
I am astonished that it's actually working.
That's a 10. Oh boy.
22. God damn.
Wow.
His
Okay.
chin pulling a cronk.
So, let's move you guys over to this new map. I'm gonna warn you, this map is hyper detailed, and you might not be able to notice everything on it at once.
Oh no.
That's it?
That's it.
It's too many squares, Cable. I can't deal with this.
No! I just saw who's on the map!
You guys are right down here,
Where are we?
bottom.
I just saw who's on the map, Cable!
So, I have 2 dice right here. I don't want to pull their sheets up right now.
Ah.
Yeah, no, neither one of them noticed you. They rolled a 7 and a 4, respectively. And this guy's preoccupied. Giga shallot.
Giga shower.
I should fix this shallot thing like right now. Hold on. Dan, don't sound so tired. You haven't even heard anything about it yet.
I saw who's on the map.
Okay, I fixed shallot the token thing. You guys make your way down. It's surprisingly quiet at Keels. You don't roll a stealth check. Oh, did you roll one? No. Okay, good. Yeah. No, Keels, you're rolling down right here. You come sliding down the mountain, and actually, I gotta put Szechuan with you. He cushioned all the landings. You didn't take a single point of damage.
Yeah.
Also,
Stuck the landing.
from where everything landed to, I don't mean this to be a dick, but right here,
Mm-hmm.
that's the first bird who showed you how to get down the mountain.
Oh!
I rolled, he died as soon as he jumped off and hit the ground.
Oh my god!
So he Gmod ragdolled down the hill?
Yeah, he just jumped. But he's just laying there like, oh, crispy. These two are over here just like, this one's fiddling with his scouter. This one's like, he's got like a small like stick he picked up off the ground. He's just like incompetently stabbing the air. While you see what looks to be a disgustingly pink fleshy guy yelling at a woman who seems to be in shackles.
Scroto.
Now, you're going to tell me who you are and why you are around here. I'm not telling you anything. Listen, you're making this harder on yourself. We could just put you into a simple prison, and then you could... I'll be fine in prison. Have you seen me? Psh. The first person who comes to me, I'll just give him one thing. And she's just, like, slowly kicking in the air, like she's motioning what she would do to somebody if they walked up to her in prison. And he's pinching the bridge of his nose.
Just going to release the bindings for for Szechuan and Keels, so that way they can work independently now. And And then I am going to. So the one who's messing with the scouter, is he facing towards us?
No, he's like looking away from you guys. I'd say like if he's watching this dude like do stabbies while he's messing with his scouters. So they're just right here. Roll perception check, low DC. And I promise you, not everything is going to be this, but this is just as an example mission.
17.
You see a poorly hidden machine right here.
Yes.
That's hidden.
It's poorly hidden. You can tell that these two were probably like responsible for hiding it, and they figured they would just phone it in and do that.
Right. So I'm going to calmly and quietly inject a syringe of anesthesia into the back of this man's neck.
Roll to hit with advantage. He's not paying attention. It's just a D20 plus Dex.
Okay. 18 then.
Okay, so let me see which one that is. That's the big chinned one.
Chinnigan?
It's Chinnigan.
Chinnigan.
And roll 20, thank you. Roll 20's not opening my character sheets. Roll 20 just froze on me. 1 second.
Lovely.
Uh-oh.
Oy, this is fun.
I love when it does that to me all the freaking time during Nocturne when I'm trying to mess with NPCs.
It's fun, right?
The fun of the DM screen.
And now roll 20's not loading back up for me.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, stream. Give me 1 second. Roll 20's being a slapped ass.
After these messages.
Oh, hey. We are currently investigating issues related to broken character sheets.
Did it really just say that on there?
It says that when you reopen the Roll20 site.
Thanks,
Oh.
roll 20.
I'm trying to load back into the game right now.
No, of course character sheets are broken when I actually have decent rolls.
It's your dice curse modified.
Modified?
Modifier.
You mean like in the hit song created by Luis Vasquez and cable provider, the one involving Digimon Knighthood?
I heard that song. Slappadocious.
I heard it was really good. I think you should all listen to it.
Okay, it's working again for me.
Do I get my $5 yet?
You do. Oh yeah, you more than hit him with an 18. You would have did it with a 16. So you stab the anesthesia directly into him. Let me see. I guess this guy has a weak constitution. This takes effect almost immediately. You know, he just slumps over.
Oh.
Excellent. So I'm assuming Testicles over here is also not looking at us.
He's arguing with her. If you'd like to, you're within earshot, so actually I would say you don't have to roll a perception check. I am gonna roll something specific though. Let me see real fast. I'm leaving this music playing, by the way, just for a little longer.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
I can tell.
Let's see.
I mean, if I can Metal Gear this will be great.
She doesn't notice you either. Venison is more preoccupied. She just sticks her tongue out at him, and he's looking indignant. You see him pull a blaster and put it directly to her face, and she just gestures it to the side. Please, you don't scare me, you scrotum. I'm not afraid of you. I have a skin condition.
The hard S.
I'd like to know why you are here and what your goals were. You put a damn barrier around my house. I want to go home. Who told you about the barrier? I can see it. He just gestures his head over towards it.
Oh boy.
Does an 18 hit him?
Scroto?
Yes.
Chief hits Scroto.
Anesthesia.
An 18 will hit him. For him, I'm gonna say I want you to roll the damage for it. In terms of con, he's not gonna go down from just a little anesthesia. I'll roll a d100 to see if he does take any adverse effects to it. Nothing too major. Roll me a d4 for piercing damage.
Okay. 4.
Oh.
Damn, Chibi, you're on fire today.
Yeah. Holy hell.
You pierce directly in. Oh, the hell are you?
What are you?
I am the mighty Payapa, a servant to my great lord Arasu. Why are you... What? Interlopers. Hey! He's snapping his fingers. Why'd you let this... Huh? What's going on, boss? Friend of yours?
Come.
Everybody roll initiative.
I was just saying, if he's taking the time to like be like, "Hey, come over here," could I have just charged up a key?
I'm gonna give you a surprise attack on him. You can all take a surprise attack.
Nice.
Oh, there goes my character sheet.
He's very subtle about it.
Oh,
Damn.
Chini is fucking ready.
I'm gonna roll initiative manually because.
Is your character sheet broken?
Yep.
Ah, fine.
Roll 1d20 plus 5 because my dex is 5. Oh, great. I'm first one. Just. Let me reload.
I could leave this music playing for the fight, but let's do something a little different. I feel like that's too much for this.
For Payapa, that's a bit much.
Also, I forgot, Venison has to roll initiative.
Oh, there we
Really?
go. This works now.
Ooh, Venison's pretty solid on her initiative right now. Alright, you all
can
get a
you add me
surprise.
You add me to the round list. I roll a 21. I roll it manually.
Alright,
Thank you.
so, surprise attack, you all can make one attack against Piapa. Camille?
Yep. Blast his ass.
A 14 will not hit.
Not great. Well, that's mine.
Okay, Shallot.
Can I just key beam him in the face?
I will say, just for advice, if you were to miss, it runs the risk of hitting Venison.
That
You
is,
still find it?
but a key blast doesn't.
Nah, Key Blast will disintegrate.
Also, friendly reminder for Camille is that a key blast is a bonus action.
Wait, really?
Yes.
It's a bonus action to charge and fire.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, so it takes a bonus action to charge it, and then it'll be your attack action to fire it. So, no, you did it right, Luis. What you gonna do, Charlotte? Oh, hey, and look who comes flying in.
Oh,
Maddie, put yourself on the map, please.
Daddy, you're just in time.
Is everybody dying horribly?
Combat just started.
And this is a surprise round.
So
Dumb
Arco
combat.
can come barreling in through the sky.
If this is a surprise round and I'm on melee, do I have advantage, perhaps?
Yes.
So, correct me if I'm wrong because I'm flying in from the sky. Can I land anywhere?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Then,
I need to address, is it Dr. Shallot or Nurse Shallot currently?
Dr. Shallot, thankfully.
Okay.
You'll know the second you hear what I'm doing.
I don't want to fuck up your plan. Who's the bad guys first of all?
Well, you know what? It's funnier if you don't know, so land and we can address things as you get here.
Okay.
Just roll me an initiative for Arco so I know where you are.
I am going to land directly in front of Choi and Camille, blasting dirt up into their faces. Oh, what's going on?
Oh, good of you to join us.
Oh, I saw a very majestic animal on this planet. I killed it.
Oh,
Good for you. So, just grabbing Arco, hand in the back of Arco's head and craning you towards the enemies. See that one up there, and the one with the horrible skin condition.
Oh, you want me to treat his skin condition? I think Charlotte would be better for that. Oh, look, she's over there.
Yeah, Charlotte, what were you doing to this man's?
With the 21, I am taking a anesthesia syringe and I am injecting it directly underneath his chin.
Oh no, his scrotum bowl.
Which means it might actually be going through his bottom jaw, so...
Okay, you stab him again with another anesthesia needle. I'm gonna have to make a con save because this is the second dose of anesthesia.
This is 4.
Okay.
Ooh.
You see his jaw lock up on him. Let's see how bad it goes.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a D20. Sorry, not a D100. Oh, he's not that bad. You see his jaw slump down like, you will... His jaw is slumping down.
Should I roll the damage on that syringe?
Yes, roll it before.
Yeah!
Damn, chibi. Alrighty. Chini.
Yes.
See a very scrotum-like man and a very scared guard.
Well, I'm going to, because this would be in character for her, I'm rolling intelligence. That's actually good. What the fuck? Okay. She's going to fire. She's going to first get a little closer, so 30 feet. About. Yeah. She's going to fire at Scaredy Boy.
Okay.
At the
Fire
key
away.
blast. 3, okay.
Let
13?
me see for this one. 13 does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, whatever.
So he jumps out of the way like, what the hell are these things? They're like some type of ape-like men. Alright, so it's Keels, Arco, and Choi. You guys still have your surprise rounds?
Yep.
So, Arco,
Yes.
you got a surprise attack on these two before initiative fully starts.
Oh, good idea, Chini. We need to attack that one so he doesn't hurt the man with the skin condition that Charlotte's trying to heal. I'm pulling out my trowel and I'm gonna throw it at him.
Okay, throw it hit.
So that one.
Of course it is.
These rolls.
It just misses. Your trowel goes wide and it falls into the rock next there.
My main utility of war. Oh well.
Keels.
I saw my movement.
Okay.
Wait, do we have movement in surprise rounds?
Yeah, it's like a full turn.
Ah, fuck! I should have moved.
You can retroactively move if you need to, because if you didn't know that.
I really thought we didn't get movement in surprise
You're
rounds. I'm moving here because that's what I want.
Well, hello there.
Keels. you just roll back up out of the dirt after you rode a bird down the mountain.
That was fun. Oh, we're fighting. Oh, I don't like fighting.
Can I? Because I'm right by Keels. Can I say something to him to help him that motivation?
You can try.
They hate farming. They burn crops.
Super Saiyan, right there. Just done.
Is that your whole turn, Jack? Or are you gonna do something?
I'm reading something. Give me a second.
Super Saiyan kills.
Actually, wait a minute. You joke, Dan, but where's that document on all of you guys?
Oh.
What sets Keels off again?
All in the plan, BD.
Actually, no, it's not fully there yet, but I will say it's about halfway to one. Jack, you might almost have to make me one of the first wisdom saves.
Oh, I fucking hope so. I guess I'll just start charging a key blast in one hand.
You're gonna throw it.
Mama said not to use these in the house because it's bad. But you're bad people.
Fire your key. You're aiming at this one or Scroto?
I'm going for Scope Man. Yeah.
Alright, you know what? With the nat 20, Jack, I want you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 0.
Alright, Jack, just
Oh my
do me a
god,
favor.
are you fucking kidding me?
On your character sheet, I just want you to put a little box, like something to keep track of. Just put 1 there for me.
I haven't all the resources. I'll put a 1 in there for now.
Yeah, just put a 1. That's how many. So you're having a rage burst, which is perfect for a nat 20. Roll the damage. You all watch as Keels loses his shit after Tok Choi tells him this, and like your pupils disappear, and it's almost like pure white eyes as he's like, "Wait, Jesus Christ!" As that thing comes flying directly towards him, and it just like blasts his scouter off the side of his face. You son of a... What did I even do to you guys? What did I even do? I don't even know you.
Kills,
Joy.
what the hell? You hit the innocent civilian. You're supposed to aim for the brunette.
No. No, he's not.
Alright, that's, Choi, it's your turn. You just watched him have a rage burst.
Yeah, I feel good about myself.
Such a fucking dumb thing, Dan.
Alright, I'm gonna move there. And as I pass by Keels, I just run up past him and go, "The pink one said he's gonna burn all the corn." And I'm going to aim a blaster at Scaredy Boy here.
What? Not Scaredy Boy. He doesn't like blasters.
Let's see if this works. Kia.
Y'all.
13 misses. He jumps out of the way. You singe like the bottom of him, but no damage.
Alright, calibration's off on this thing.
That was surprise round. Now through main initiative, Camille, you have first attack.
Finally. I'll move here. Oh, God damn it. I had this. Since I can move, I cannot move here. I move here.
I mean,
right here.
she can step over here. There's a lot of space back there. She just sees you coming. She's like, "Oh, pardon me." Oh, hey, by the way, you, tall guy, mind, she shows you, like, the braces on her. Mind cracking these off?
Well, Camille's gonna go and take a swing with the sword at those.
Okay.
17.
Yeah, you just slice directly through her braces. Ah, perfect. Thank you. And you see her just, like walking off. I'll say that took your bonus action to do that, not your attack action.
That doesn't matter. I will just shout, "Don't go too far, we need to talk afterwards," and I just turn around and hit this guy.
He just puts up his hand. Oh, take it easy, man.
That's 25. That's 25 because I'm flanking.
Oh, I didn't even see the roll show up yet. There we go, 25. Yeah, no, you cut directly into him. He just got blasted in the face, and he looks very perturbed by everything that's happening. Bullshit.
13.
Is that your turn, Luis?
That's all I can do.
Okay. Genie.
Yes, I am Genie. Okay. Well, we've got people. We've got people who are still alive. That's a problem. It's all.
Oh, I can show you Venison's character sheet now, too.
I guess I'm just moving in 30 more feet. If the last one was too far away, maybe I need to do it a little closer. Key blast again.
Please not closer. Please not closer.
And
He jumps out of the way of this one again. Stop shooting me! Are you some type of brute?
Yeah, actually.
Don't worry, Chinny, you'll hit him one day.
I went to space college.
Yeah, the things it could have been.
Could still be, right?
I don't know about that.
Shallot.
You've been a good friend. Do me a favor and go to bed.
Fucking sticking with a needle again.
An 18 will hit him. Let's have him make another con save. His jaw is already droopy. Oh, his skin condition is so weak. You do that, you see small parts of his skin start to go white. I'm gonna roll this now. Yeah, he takes that 78. You see him get ready to try to move his arm up to slap you, to slap the thing away. He's like, he can't move. He can't move the left arm on his body. He's just looking at you with anger and malice in his eye. Oh, I am a general of the Demia organization. Stop stabbing me!
You can make this easier by surrendering.
I surrender to no one.
Well, I'll have fun on the operating table.
God damn, Jimmy, don't make it sound so seductive.
This is her profession, dear ma'am.
And she loves it.
Okay.
Committing atrocities? What's greater?
As she skips away and like walking, excuse me. Oh, by the way, dickhead, this is for capturing me, you piece of shit. You see her pull out a small blaster, which she's in lovingly red, like very like nice purple marker written on the side of it. It says Lil Shooty.
Oh.
And she holds it directly up to him and goes, bam. She misses. Oh damn it! I didn't charge this. I didn't charge it. All right, backup plan. The concussor misses too.
Oh,
The concussor?
It's just a piece of like pipe. Oh, fuck. Well, I did all I can do. Leave it to you guys. And she just starts running off.
Appreciate the gumption.
So you're just like slide, and she's gonna. I think with her movement speed, she can make it over here. No, she can only get in front of Arco.
Okay, good. She won't take an attack of opportunity.
And now it's this guy's turn.
You saw Camille free her.
What do I do? What do I do? Think, what would my hero do? Oh wow, that's actually good intelligence for him. You see him go into his pocket. He pulls out a small, like, round object, and he pulls a pin out with his teeth.
Ooh. Oh.
Here we go! And he just throws it directly here. I need everyone to make a DC 17 perception check.
Stop.
Nat 20.
Arco, your eyes are set on him.
12. Oh, mind you, roll. There it is. 5.
Arco and Shallot, you guys don't lose track of this smoke bomb. Everybody else gets lost as he throws that, and then he immediately is like, strategic withdrawal!
I have a really dumb request.
Yes?
Arco rolled a nat 20 and Arco is going right after. Can Arco catch it with her mouth?
I was gonna say she would kick it.
Either that or that's up to Batty, honestly.
You know
By the
what?
way, some
Patty,
weird-
roll me a D100.
It is a nat 20 perception.
66.
It's above the 50 mark. So, as the smoke grenade comes out of nowhere, Arco, you run to stop it before it like detonates and hits the ground. You realize your arms won't be enough, but you do realize that it can bounce immediately off of your meaty thighs. As you go in, you throw yourself in between it, and the sheer like resistance of your thighs causes it to barrel straight up into the air and explode. Nobody's vision is obscured.
Don't worry, I saved everybody from the deadly explosion with my amazing willpower.
Truly marvelous.
Willpower it is.
Holy shit!
Venison gives you a thumbs up with like the twinkle in her eye.
I'm starting to think you're not the villain here.
She's not.
Not the villain in this situation.
I guess I'll just have to trust you on that. Against my better judgment.
Trusting me is usually against people's better judgment, but that's beside the point. Arco, it is now your turn.
Okay, so this motherfucker is... Did he run already?
He was gonna start running, but you repelled it with... Actually, you know what? If you repelled it with meaty thighs, then he's gonna just take a shot at you with his secondary thing.
Oh, that's fun because I am going to be a good friend. Time to fucking Goku Raditz this shit. I'm grappling him.
Do you take... Does the 20 hit you, though?
Is it his turn?
It was on his turn. Like, I did that before the nat 20. I reversed what the smoke thing would do.
Okay, so he's still gonna take a shot at the 20.
Yes, he was just gonna. That was the last thing he would do on his turn. So before you grapple him, he would just shoot you.
Okay.
The 20 hit.
Yeah, 20 hits.
You take 10 radiant damage.
Oh.
Oh, pew! Why aren't you dead?
Oh, because I am far superior than your measly, what are you?
You know, I'm from undisclosed planet. Number 4.
Number 4.
Oh. Well, Saiyans are really cool. That's all you need to know. Hiya!
Yeah, no, you've got him in, like, super headlock, like, full... I'm not even gonna have him bother to roll a counter athletics. I don't think he could pass it. Actually, no, wait, no, he might. No.
No.
You got him like super tied up, like his arms are like pinned. He's like, oh, this hurts. It reminds me of-
Chitty, I got the kingpin pinned down. It's your time to take him out.
reminds me of boarding school. But as you said what you said to him, Arco, Piappa, like his eyes like perk up a little bit, like Saiyans, of course. Damn
I
it.
couldn't even talk in this situation.
His mouth is starting to come back when his arm. He needed to have his mouth work to scream.
That anesthesia should be kicking in hard at
It's
some
about
point.
to. It's about to. He's not gonna last much longer.
I mean, he's got 3 injections. I most likely could just stand back and watch.
Yeah. He's like looking around angrily. Saiyans of all the damn things up. That worthless king hired you, didn't he? Hey, that's my worthless dad you're talking about.
Everyone looks.
Someone who gets it, thank you.
We have to sing it. And it's starting to kick in hard for him. He can't take his turn. He's too numb. But he's actively pissed. Now, enraged Keels.
Go for another shot.
On who?
On Scrotum.
Okay. He's numb, so you have advantage on it.
Oh, 12.
A 12 will miss. Your anger is blinding you. You're so mad thinking about the corn dying.
The corn. Oh, that's that.
Do you want to move or anything or no?
Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I'll get in close here. I'll get back here.
Joy?
Okay, so we have a grappled individual and a numb.
Yeah, pretty much this is Advantage-topia.
Well, that's fun. Yeah, let me just move up here.
What has the mighty Szechuan been doing?
His legs are broken from the fall.
No.
He's been trying to drag himself over, but he's only got one arm.
Fair enough.
Hold it.
Alright,
True warrior indeed.
let's see if I got the calibration set on this thing. By the way, looking towards the grunt, what's your name?
Carl!
Carl. Hey, what's the right setting on this thing to, get the sights right?
Oh, you want to make sure you calibrate it a little bit from the bottom. It has a tendency to like curve up a bit.
Oh, hey, thank you.
No, wait, what? You're hit. You hit him, like you hit him directly in like one of the arms that Arco's pinning, like in like the full Nelson. So it's like, Arco, you don't even have to pin that arm because it's almost severed.
Good shot, Joy.
Ow! I helped you.
You did, and I'm thankful for it.
See, he said he's thankful.
Well, at least there's that. Camille.
Well, seeing he's numb, but I'm gonna try and just straight up hit his neck to get this over with.
Knock him out.
No, knock
You
him
going
out.
for it?
No, cut his head off.
Oh.
Go for the kill. Advantage.
God damn it.
12 will miss, unfortunately. He's numb waddling.
Bonus action. I have my bonus action still. Okay, that 21.
21. That'll hit.
That's it. Slashing.
Roll an additional D4. I'm doing this for a specific reason.
2.
So, additional D4 is simply he's numb, so his body can't like tense up or do anything to react. So you get a little bit more perch on him. You hear him just like screaming, "Oh, you Saiyan piece of shit!"
No, I thought that was gonna be it. They're gonna
It
die the way.
takes more than that. I may be the weakest of my fellow soldiers, but even I still won't disgrace the Demir organization by going down.
I mean, you're pretty weak.
Gone Freddy.
That one got deep.
Really?
Want to show this man the business, Genie?
No, I was just thinking, Charlotte activation noises.
Insinuating
Wheel.
that there are more of you.
15 feet of fun. Let's go.
Let's go.
He sees you coming and he's just screaming like, no, 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 no.
I'm gonna make a punchy action. 22. Okay.
You habuki'd this man.
10 damage. Is he still up, Campbell?
Yeah, he's still up.
Okay, bonus action. Primal assault.
Two more?
What?
Or is it 2 more or 1 more for
2
primal
more.
assault?
2 more.
Yeah, 2 more. So yeah, you can make 2 more attacks.
13.
13 will miss.
24 with advantage.
That'll hit.
Eight.
He's still up. It's pretty much Arco's got his arms pinned and you're just like doing the little Mac thing where you're just like punching him directly in the stomach. He's just
Jesus.
spitting up whole meals.
I just realized something really fucked up. I'm gonna ask you on my turn though, Cable.
Yep. Alright, Shallot.
Shallot gets a wide, devious smile. Mr. Camille, if you could do me a favor and leave this one alive. It sounds like he has some things that he'd love to tell us. I am going to, you know, what's my sympathy for a brief second? Low. You know, the funny thing about anesthesia is that it nulls the, it dims the senses and makes it impossible to feel something. I wonder what an adrenal surge could do to that.
Oh no.
See his pupils widen. You're a monster.
Thank you, dear. And instead, I'm just going to actually hit him over the head with my my cooler full of ice.
Okay. You give him a good thwack with the cooler. Only a D20 plus strength.
19.
Yeah, that makes contact with him. You hit him on the squishy, throbbing part of his head.
Oh,
Only a
my
D8 plus your strength mod.
So it's just +1.
Yeah.
So 8.
Damn, dice curse cheaping. Look at you tonight.
It's because Roll20 is having problems.
You bash him over the squishy part.
I'm just trying to knock him out. It's a cooler full of ice.
He's still up. It hurt pretty fucking bad. Actually, give me the additional D4 because he's numb. He can't react.
1.
Yeah, that's not that bad. But he is still looking pretty fucked up, and it's Venison's turn. Wait, so you want to leave this one alive?
I have some questions for him.
Alright,
If you'd like, you can remove his fingernails when I'm done.
oh, fine. He's just looking at me. You little brat. I told you to let me go. You didn't listen. You know who I am. You're the princess of this planet, I assume. No, that's not who I am. I am Venison. 8 cases of aggravated assault, 4 breaking and entering charges, and multiple counts of Grand Theft Auto. I am the princess in name only. I'm a delinquent, you son of a bitch. And she just goes in with the concussor again for 2 more hits.
Oh my god.
Jesus
It's in that 20.
Oh my god!
So 10 plus she hits him for 18. Yeah, he's down.
Ding ding
So
ding ding.
she beats him upside the head for total. He just goes down face first into the ground. And you see her just aiming little shooty at his head. They want you alive. That's the only reason you live right now. And she puts it in her pocket.
You're free to watch what I do.
Oh, joy.
I mean, Camille will just look at Charlotte like they would on another competent one.
We have, and I am oh so happy.
She does that thing where she just like gives you the peace sign with like the one eye wink and the little heart bubble pops up. And then this one over here that Arco's strangling looks deathly afraid. And he's just like, I surrender, I surrender, I surrender, I surrender.
Okay, so funny thing, Cable. How big is this man in comparison to me? I don't imagine
He's like 2 pugs.
Okay. So you're saying that the creature I'm currently holding is significantly smaller than me,
Yes.
and I'm currently holding them. Can I use them as an improvised weapon?
You can.
I am going to use him as an improvised weapon to attack this rock.
Well, this is gonna be weird, but go ahead. I want you to roll a d20 to hit.
11.
It's a rock's AC. Yes, you hit the rock.
Okay, actually, okay, this would actually be +2, but of course it hits the rock. How much damage does this man do? Is it 1d4?
I want you to roll a strength check. For everybody, because this is weird.
13.
I want you to roll a d8 for bludgeoning damage plus your dex mod on impact with this dude. No, plus your strength mod, sorry.
Okay, d8.
Hey, you
7.
just slam him into the rock for 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is he still up?
He's still up, but he's crying now. Like, I'll tell you anything you want to know. My name's not Carl. It's Phineas.
What the hell would you lie about that?
I don't like the name Phineas.
Don't assume a 12 hits.
Don't you mean a 26?
Would be 26, kid.
Yeah, it's 26.
Okay, this is non-lethal, by the way.
Yeah, he's gone. You see, he was getting ready to relay some information, but you knock him out.
Oh, he will relay information, whether he likes it or not.
You have Yalpa and Phineas unconscious.
Oh, and the other guy.
And the other guy.
Not even like injured, he's lost no HP, he's just numb on the ground, but his eyes have been locked on you guys wide. and
In
he can't
horror.
move. And
Don't worry, Charlotte, I got another live one!
I'll say,
Excellent.
by this point, fucking Szechuan has crawled over to him and whispers in his ear, "You will die here."
Oh god.
Szechuan, as much as I appreciate the vigor, we need him alive.
I just want to point out, Chibi, thank you for making this the first game I've been a part of to where it's less merciful to keep enemies alive than kill them straight off.
Is that combat?
That's combat. I'm about to do something right now, so...
Okay, can we call that combat? Like, really?
No, it wasn't combat.
There was something I wanted to do real quick that seems rather
Oh,
important.
God, here we go again.
You're all still here. You guys,
So-
go ahead, Dan, sorry.
I was like, I was walking up to Keels, just walking up to him, and like just kind of like a hand on a hand, just kind of like patting the back gently, like, "Good, Keels, you did great, you did," and I'd hand him like a piece of jerky. Everything's okay now.
He's looking down at you with a very, very dark glance.
The corn is safe. You saved the corn.
Good.
You want some more jerky?
Yes, please.
There you go.
Thank you.
You have 3 unconscious people around you. Also a dead bird knight. Batty, you weren't here, but that bird knight showed them how to get down the mountain, and he died upon doing it.
Oh, was it one with a name, or did he not have a
It
name?
was.
Oh,
yeah,
they all
name.
have
His name was Spicy.
I never grew attached to Spicy. That's all right.
He-
Question: I have an important question. Do I find my trowel?
You find your trout.
I am
Betty,
going to.
He ran out of
contact
the
ship.
camp and just kind of like dived off the cliff. And
Betty-
went, "Whoa!"
Betty, you're saying you dropped trow in front of everyone. God, jeez.
Oh,
I'm-
damn it! Oh, fuck.
Contacting ship to meet us at this location and get down the mountain safely.
Affirmative. I will be there shortly.
Thank you very much, dear.
Oh no, we're just gonna hear kung chung 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 outside the mountain.
Anyways, Mr. Dok Choi.
Me, Shallot?
Yes.
One named Teriyaki wishes to accompany.
Oh,
Why?
now he wants to come.
Hold on. Why? He's bored.
I'm going to say for his own sake, no.
Sad. His ship just takes off.
So,
Uh,
Dr. Shallot,
Would you like to take a good look at whatever the heck that is that was oh so precariously disguised?
I would thank you. So, Princess, what do you know about this thing?
What thing?
This over here.
Oh! You know what? You reminded me. Exactly. This is the reason I came here. You see her pulling out the concussor, and she just runs up to it, bashing the side.
Oh, we're doing this.
It's one of those stupid things keeping me out of my house.
That's one of the shield generators.
Yeah, they thought putting one out here in a remote location would make it less conspicuous.
I see.
Miss Arco, Miss Cheney,
Yes.
do you mind rounding up all of the bodies, including the corpse of what was his name, Spicy, and then taking them into the ship? There are some operating tables that I'd like all 3 of our living subjects to be strapped onto.
Hmm.
I'm
Could you
sure
not
ship can direct you to them.
Argo's gonna raise a hand. Could you not damage the one that I'm holding currently? I'm thinking about adding him to my arsenal.
Most certainly.
He did a very good amount of damage to that rock over there. I wonder if he can be used for other purposes.
Is there a control panel on the side of this thing?
You do see a control panel.
Okay, so I'm just going to just try to what would be the better one? Like hack or hotwire to disable?
You want to hack.
All right. I'm going to attempt to hack. This is the my passive route of dealing with this thing.
Okay.
All right, let's see how this goes. 27.
So, surprisingly enough, Piappa seems very incompetent. I'll actually, with the 27, I'm going to give you this too. As you attempt to hack this Doc Joy, you feel a little bit like nervous because it's obvious Piappa did not rig this one up, and whoever did set this up, it required a very detailed level of intelligence to do this, and you fear that there might actually be somebody competent behind the idiots like this.
Just looking over at the princess, like, is he the only one you've seen?
I got away from the other ones, or the other one. There's one over near Boar's Head who's a piece of shit.
Did he seem like he could actually form a full sentence?
He's annoying. You can't get towards the one he's got set over there. That's why I came trying to find this one. He's got weird remote turrets every time you try to get close to the place.
That sounds like who might have set this up. This is a very sophisticated piece of machinery.
Between you and me, I heard Piappa was more just to fill out the numbers.
And yeah, they'll hire any scrotum, it seems.
Scrotum. She's just laughing to herself.
So, with this hack or anything, is there any essential parts I can pull out of this?
there isn't anything essential you could pull out of it. What you do notice, though, is that the way these things are built, it's so intricate that it's designed to run even if, like, maybe not at full efficiency if some of the other parts are interfered. With that hack, you've successfully figured out ways to disable this and actually get it to stop working. But for you, like, mechanically speaking, this is an impressive piece of technology.
It's a shame, really. It really is. It breaks my heart to even think about doing this, but I think I'm gonna have to blow this up.
I was actually gonna ask you for that because I see you tinkering, but I fear that I don't know how complicated is this.
This is beyond what I thought any of these people could do. I mean, look at these guys. Look at that guy.
Idiots.
Yes.
Oh, no, just Piappa's stupid. The rest of them aren't.
Oh, that's great.
And I wonder why they took over.
So there's a chance that even if I disable this, that one of them could easily come by and repair it. So we need to
blow
make
it up.
Oh yes, very much so. We need to make this
Okay, charging the beam.
Oh. We also need to make sure that it doesn't make a giant smoke signal.
Okay, did that tree just move?
No.
You needed to get her token, didn't you?
I needed to move her token.
We also need to make sure this thing does not leave a gigantic smoke signal. Because if they figure it out where we were, they'll probably come by and bombard the entire area.
Why don't we just pick it up and throw it somewhere else?
Is this...
Can
does
we disarm it in some way? Short circuit it? I don't know.
I mean, it's off. I just want to make sure they can't turn it back on, ever.
I mean, if there's nothing inside, they can't turn it on, I guess.
Like, if we could just, like, you know, punch up some big holes inside the main circuitry or stab the hell out of it.
I mean, we can punch it.
Or we got pipes.
Like, is this really big, Cable?
It's pretty big.
Isn't there a way to get in and start slashing and hacking inside?
There's ways, like, if you wanted to, like, you could, like with your combined, like, a group strength check, you could probably tear it out of the ground if you wanted to do that.
Sounds fun.
If you
Okay, Jenny
Let's
Arco, come on.
Let's uproot it like a tree.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm dropping off the corpses. Okay, I'm ready.
So extreme prejudice, so yeet it.
Strengthy doors.
Everybody make me a strength check to pull it out of the ground.
Oh boy, my favorite.
19.
21.
Remember, for a Saiyan.
Strength?
Holy shit!
He wants to take Szechuan.
He'll get healed.
You, with a group check like that, like, you all managed to tear this thing out of the ground with, like, a loud force, and then as a group, you just collectively take it and bash it against the side of this rock.
Beautiful.
This thing is shattered, like, the glass is broken. You immediately see all the parts, like, powering down. And then for good measure, you just kind of go in there and you, like, fry all the circuits in there too, so this thing cannot be repaired.
Glad we got to solve a problem like a true Saiyan.
It still makes me sad.
Oh, man, Dad hired a bunch of Saiyans.
Yep.
But you guys were Scalding Empire employees.
No, we are not.
We get that a lot. We have similar fashions and armor. At least I do for some reason.
I was just gone by the make of the ship. I got a good look at it. And you have an AI in here, don't you?
Yes,
Yeah, Scalding Empire tech. Not super sophisticated, but it's a rudimentary one.
their name is Ship.
Well, it's good to meet you, ship. And she pats the side of it. Activate kill protocol.
No.
No.
This one can live, Ship. This one's competent.
Just checking. So, don't worry. Ship couldn't have killed me anyway. And you see a devilish grin. If you notice that double 20 she rolled on her intelligence check, I disabled its kill protocol.
What?
Intriguing.
She holds up an okay.
Well, entirely or just for you?
That's for me. What's the fun of... I'm not a monster.
Forgive me, but I'm going to say this as plainly as possible. I like you.
Or she's-
I don't hear that too often.
You're competent, and I appreciate that.
Well, somebody's got to keep this planet running.
Oh, so you've noticed.
Dad doesn't do a good job, and Mom doesn't pay attention to what he does.
Your dad doesn't do a thing. Pardon the friend.
He doesn't.
And the 5 are the 5.
Oh, I told them to make the 5 because it keeps them out of my way.
That is
Excellent
brilliant.
plan.
Yeah, as long as they think they're running something, I can take care of most things. Which is why I'm trying to get back into the damn castle. I have things to do.
Speaking
Why
of
are-
which,
Why
we heard
aren't
you
you
about
the
right
king?
Hold on, what'd you say?
Who?
Luis?
Like, why aren't you the king?
Oh, what's that noise? Listen, I get to live it up in a nice place, and I don't actually have to listen to people's problems. I'll do paperwork, I don't care.
Okay, either way, we talked to your dad. No, not that it helped much. We talked to the protein guy. He's the competent one, and we figured out we had to destroy these things, and that you knew everything that was important, because no one else knew anything important.
it said you had the keys.
Oh, yeah, she just throws you over some keys.
Thank you.
You need to get in. I wouldn't bother trying to go through the waterways to get into the castle through the old entrances. They've been blocked off for a while.
So
Probably not
we
possible to make it there, but
You see, Stack has actually given us a very thorough map.
oh yeah, he's good. Guy. Yeah, you'd probably want to take them out. I know, which is Mayor. That's where this one was supposed to be hidden and located, but I know the other ones are in Boar's Head and Hillshire.
And Boar's Head has the irritating ass.
Now, Boar's Head has the irritating ass, and it's not even him getting to it. You got to deal with the people in the city around there too.
And automated turrets.
People of Boar's Head. He's made their place so technologically beautiful in the last month and a half. I think he's more competent than the kingdom. We do our best, or rather, I do my best.
I look forward to
Oh,
turning all
shit.
that against him.
Oh, please destroy everything there.
Oh, why do that when I could just, flip a few switches and, they shoot themselves?
Perfect. Be nice to the people in Hillshire, though. They're very nice. I like those people.
I have no promises.
Alright.
As long as they don't shoot first.
The people in Hillshire are pretty nice. They won't shoot you first. I know the person who's or one of the generals who's set up shop there. He's a bit of an ass, so you might want to be careful around him. And by ass, I mean he kind of has them just working in tow to feed himself. He's a glutton. But anybody who disagrees, he usually shreds them to pieces.
Ugh.
And he likes to make a spectacle of it.
A horrible, evil smile appears on Shallot's face at the mention that he's a glutton.
Oh.
Let's see. I tossed you the keys. I need these. I need my... Sorry, I'm trying to see if I have anything else I can do to help you.
Well,
I mean, which place do you recommend us to hit first?
She walks around. I'm gonna have her roll something. Let's see how it goes. Are you guys trying to be deceptive with like how strong you are? Or are you being pretty open with her?
We have no reason to hide.
She's gonna look you up and down. From what I've seen and from what Estoc has showed me how to do, I can't really get a good grip on powers too well, but yeah, stay out of the capital. The people there will slaughter you.
No intention of doing that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, I've seen them do worse. Like the ones there, they beat Estoc into the ground, and Estoc's no pushover.
I could garner that.
So we were planning on making the rounds and disabling every one of these.
Oh, Estoc. Oh, yeah. And you see her like throw you a small thing, like it's just a piece of like broken hardware.
Hmm?
Don't worry about the one in one of the farthest towns. I went and got that one first, so there should only be 2 more left.
Nice.
Yeah, they caught me trying to get this one. Scrotum dick over there.
Don't worry, he'll be answering some questions for us very soon.
You will.
Well, I guess we take you to your mom because she's the one worried about this.
Yeah, Mom's gonna be mad. You didn't tell her what's going on, did you?
Currently, she believes that she's still on a camping trip with your father, and that you went to go, quote-unquote, play.
Yeah, no. Mom knows what's going on most likely, and she's probably... Mom has a habit of deluding herself when Dad does stupid stuff because it helps her not go out of control with anger.
Oh,
She indulges in self delusion.
Oh, that's not good.
So, what you're telling me is, like, Shallot puts her hands together, takes a deep breath, and goes, there are 3 competent people on this planet so far.
I don't know if you can call self delusion competent. It's more of a coping mechanism than anything.
But she's not stupid, and that's the point.
Yeah, no,
She's-
Mom's not dumb. I mean, and nobody on this planet knows how things run better than I do. But you won't be here anymore.
Well, hop into the ship, and we can take you at least up to the campsite.
She looks like very like annoyed. She's gonna have to go back. She cranes her head over. Szechuan, come on.
You gotta at least make an appearance to appease your mom.
Her head droops, and she just like waves her hand as she goes in the ship.
If it makes you feel any better, you are incredibly incompetent, and... hold on, I need to roll kindness.
I'm gonna roll something actually, Chibi. Hold on. Oh, she sees it. She sees what you're trying to do, and she just kind of holds a hand up to you. Save it. I see how bad it hurts you. Trust me, I'm not one for doing that myself either.
I was going to make the recommendation is that we can at least vouch for you, so that way you can get out of there.
Well, getting out on a recommendation is fun, but sneaking out has its fun too. Sometimes letting Dad go crazy not knowing where I am is fun.
Oh, you are fun.
Well, look at it my way. You live 22 years with an idiot in charge, and you have to kind of take over from around the age of 16. Then 6 years running a planet, you kind of have to learn to make your own fun.
I can relate far too much with this girl.
And she just strolls on in. She plops down in ship. Well, let's go see the idiot.
I'm going to make sure that we have Szechuan in tow. Szechuan has been a good sport. He's going to get healed. Okay.
I want the gear.
Oh yeah, we're taking everything. That's not even a question.
All right. I'll say you load everybody in. You make your way back up to the base camp. And let's see, where's the... How do you guys feel? Do you want to keep going, or do you you think this is a good place to call it?
I'm going to keep going if everyone else is.
Question?
How far are we? We are at 2 hours and 44 minutes.
We're almost going for a decent 3 hours, so.
What's up, Batty?
Do we have a water cooler on the ship?
We have
Yes.
my cooler.
You have a you have a water bubbler. You also have a sink, but you can't turn that on around Keels, or he'll freak out.
Ah,
I'm just gonna be hanging around by the water bubbler and waiting for somebody to show up.
You know what? I'll walk by you.
Oh, hey, Troy. Did you know Keels is gay?
Uh-huh. Are you, were you just hanging around here waiting for local gossip?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll indulge you. Working hard or hardly working?
Um, don't use your funny little mind games on me, Troy. I don't know what that means.
So as Ship is taking you guys up, it's not going to be like a super long ride. Like Ship is still a little bit damaged, but it's not too bad. And you do want Ship to travel safely, so taking the long way. If anybody wants to just make a casual perception, or if you want to like describe what anybody's doing in this short little time, it's like 45 minutes.
Oh, I'm working on gear. Yeah, I gotta work on some stuff. Hey, where did we get off those guys anyway?
Let me see. You stole Piappa and Grunt A's gear. Let me see.
Oh,
we
and,
should
and the
hold
other
them.
unconscious guy. The one who never had a chance.
Yeah, there's also Spicy, who, yes, I took Spicy's corpse. Of course I did.
Oh, right, perception. Shit.
Ooh, fucking A. So for Piappa, like looting him with a nat 20.
Ooh.
So, off of Piappa, you managed to loot a good amount of Zenny off of him that he had on him.
Yes.
You scraped 10,000 Zenny off of him.
Ooh. Beautiful. That's
Oh,
going in.
wow.
That's going in the group fund.
You get 2 more heal pick me up please. And you get a few flashbang grenades.
How much a few? Like 3?
Like 3.
All right.
You
Well.
can see that these things have been rigged up pretty well, so they're not ordinary flashbangs.
Hello?
These things, if you throw them, the check to survive it is a DC 17 perception check. And anything that rolls below a 10 on these flashbangs takes 1d4 radiant damage. So a 10 or below, and they'll start taking some damage.
All right.
They're called they're called blind shot.
Lovely. Blind shot.
And let me see if you get anything off of the first one, because he was being dumb. Okay. You get a small wallet. It's got a picture of him holding a cat. And you find a punch card for Space Arby's.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Okay, and
His
Grunt-
blaster is like just it's barely better than anything else you would have, and his whole gear looks like he hasn't had it tuned up in a while.
ugh. Grunt Chin.
Chinnigan. Let me see what he had. Sorry. I have to roll to see how intact the Grunt's gear is.
I mean, he was knocked out immediately.
Yep, so his stuff is still pretty good, but it's also like how intact it was before you guys even got there.
Fair enough.
Okay. Alright. So, here's the thing. A lot of his stuff is broken. You do find a repair kit that he was using to kind of fix some of his stuff up.
Lovely.
And with that repair kit, I don't know if you already have one, Dan.
I don't believe I do.
So with the repair kit, if it comes to fixing up not ship, but pieces of technology or scavenged, broken, or just completely useless items, it's gonna it'll bump everything up a tier. If it's unsalvageable, you can make a repair check with disadvantage. If it's just regular, you can do it with advantage. So if it's with disadvantage, it's neutral, advantage, normal, advantage. So everything would kind of go up a tier.
Nice.
Now, unless specifically specified, like this is something like no matter what you cannot repair, then you can attempt to try to make a check to see if you can fix something.
Ooh. Okay.
Also, you also find a pair of tiny red socks in his back pocket.
Why?
Those are my favorite. You let him keep his socks.
That depends. Am I? So I'm gonna say to hear that I'm. Well, you know what? We're probably taking all this stuff off med bay, so. Dr. Shaw, I'll let you decide what you do with these. Apparently, they're his favorite.
Who's?
Chinnigan.
Hmm. Sure, he can keep his socks on during the procedure. That way he's extra nice and cozy and warm.
Oh, goody.
Starts crying. Arco, you're by the water cooler, so you don't see anything happening. Kenny and Camille, you see Venison just kind of post up in a chair. She pulls out a magazine, it says Sausage Fest on it, and she just starts reading.
Oh my.
Camille, I will say with your 16, you specifically see that this is just a magazine about different sausage. Like she's just looking at meat.
How very apt.
There'll be no lewdness in this campaign.
So, Doctor, I'm just gonna put this 10,000 zeni we found into. You have a spare jar or anything in here? We just label this like the petty cash.
I have a entire separate account essentially that is nothing but Miss Cheney's money, if that's what you're referring to.
You're using her money as the petty cash.
No, I'm holding on to her cash.
Oh,
If you'd like to start a collective, I'd be more than happy to.
you know what? Let's do that. Never know when we need.
If you want to put that on your sheet, you can do that, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have this 10,000 put aside.
Okay.
So, to be more precise, we have 45 minutes, correct?
Give or take, yes.
Excellent. So, all three of our living captures are strapped onto medical tables, and currently they are probably gagged with some form of like towel. And they all have either blood or IV in case they were severely injured. Mostly our scrotum-looking friend, to make sure that he survives the interrogation, of course. And the other duck, what's his name? Spicy.
Yes.
The one who's dead. Yeah, he's just also on an operating table, ready for full dissection. But in the meantime, I guess I will heal Szechuan. He's been a good sport.
Patch Szechuan's legs back up and he stands. He just looks at you. I am in your debt.
I'm glad to hear it.
He looks down at them. You deserve not the kindness of this woman.
They will not be receiving my kindness.
They will receive the Empress's love.
He leans down to all of them, some of them slightly waking up. Remember, she is your god now. And God's lessons are beautiful. As he walks away.
I appreciate that, Duck.
Amen to that.
Szechuan goes and he just sits grumpily. Might I make one selfish request of you, Madam Shallot?
Oh, you have every right to make a selfish request.
He gestures towards his broken like hand or his like arm. Might I take one of their arms?
Oh my god.
Hmm. You know what? Is Dr. Choi still present?
Oh, I haven't left.
Dr. Choi, what do you think?
I mean, you want like a biograph, or maybe we can have a mechanical. Are you just doing this as a trophy thing, or?
Trophies are for people who wish to gloat. To the people who are beneath them. I want none of them beneath me.
Okay, so you're looking for a biograph.
I need a secondary arm if I'm to fight at full capacity. And you hear Venison just scream, "Oh yeah, Szechuan's a kind of... He's not been okay since he started. Szechuan's a little bit, Yeah, Szechuan's not alright in the head."
He has been absolutely wonderful, I'll have you know.
He also survived a blast from ship.
He's worthy
Oh,
of
hey.
living.
Huh? I attribute that to S-Dog's training.
Now, here's the thing. When it comes to actually doing things, grafting flesh onto other flesh or anything like that, that's probably more of the good doctor here's profession. I tinker more with mechanical devices. So if you wanted a mechanical arm with one of these as a base, maybe I could rig something up.
If we were going full mechanical, what about one of those cannon things?
I believe I have spares.
Do you want to make him a fucking Mega Buster arm?
I would love to make Szechuan a Mega Buster arm.
Okay. I'll make that a small little project you can take up.
This
Getting
sounds
on a
delightful.
cybernetic arm.
This is well on my way to my mad science.
You might have just made one of the most powerful You know what? I made them all the same token as a joke. After this, I'm going to draw actual specific art for Szechuan. He's gonna get his own individual token.
And just like that, we have a favorite NPC.
About time.
You could have loved teriyaki.
We gave him a shot.
He was a coward.
He chose self-love.
You know what? We all need a little self-love now and again.
You know that GIF that I put there in Discord? That's essentially Shallot right now.
Yeah. I think it's better to do a scene wipe as you begin to start doing what it is you do to them.
Oh, you used my favorite chibi.
The ship lands after a little bit of time and you can all make your way out.
Don't worry, I won't leave them high and dry. I'll make sure to finish the job later.
You see the good king as you guys get back, like, "Oh, hey, you found my lovable baby girl." She just stink glares at him.
Is his wife around?
I'm gonna roll to see if she's here. So that's his perception. And is she around? Nat 20.
She's there.
He runs up and he's hugging her. She's just like, "Hey, Dad." Like, "Oh, my beautiful baby girl. I thought those horrible bandits would have kidnapped you or something. Oh, ever since this planet got taken, I don't know what I would do if something happened to you."
Sir.
Walking around.
Pointing at the wife. Like,
She has a bundle of twigs, like if you were going to... And this is what's going to be really... I want you all to think about this. She has a bundle of maybe like 20-something twigs. She breaks all of them in half.
Yeah. Oh, that coming.
Oh, no.
If you all would excuse us momentarily.
Leaving now.
Oh, I don't think... Anything you can say to me, you can say in front of my friend. He runs and he hides behind Camille.
You're. That wasn't. wouldn't be the word I would use, but
Mr. Camille, we are here to finish a job, not to be bodyguards.
oh, that's what I meant. I'm gonna just pick the king up, walk towards the wife.
He's got his arms around you as you pick him up. You're so strong.
I'm not gonna say anything. Just walk towards the wife and just plant him in front of her.
It's like squeaks as you put him down. Like, beep,
And I just look at the wife. All yours. Have fun. And I just walk away.
He's gonna grab him by his collar and drag him back into the tent. And he's just gonna. And Venison just comes running up. I'm gonna watch this. And she sticks her head into the tent. As we will end the session with the sounds of bludgeoning, beating, pounding, and loud screams coming from the tent. You see Bird Knight helmets flying out from the sides of it.
Oh,
and with the last thing, see how stealth works. Nope. Even Edward can't get away. As he gets dragged back in by his cape, and she just like you remember when Hulk slams Loki in Avengers?
Oh yeah.
And throws him. Then she pops her head out of the tent, looks at all of you. I trust you'll take care of the wild animal problem.
Of course we will, miss.
Yep, gotta preserve, nature in its wonderful habitat. Yeah, consider it done.
Of course, please preserve nature in its wonderful habitat. I'm sorry my husband can't help you right now. He seems to have come down with a sudden illness.
Oh my.
Yeah,
What a shame.
unfortunate that.
Make
My
sure
dad
he
used to
gets
call
lots
that
of
a
bed
treat.
rest. Doctor's orders.
I'm learning lots of good life lessons from you, Mom. See that you do. And she just runs in and flying drop kicks something.
Oh my god!
She tengus him.
Why isn't her training the birds?
She's got shit to do. She don't got time for birds.
Everybody got time for birds.
That's where we'll end the session.
Oh, that was fun.
You guys know 2 locations that you can go to attempt to find generators, and you know to stay out of the capital. Where you guys go from here is up to you, but this place can be established as your base camp.
Wonderful.
I feel like I need to send you off screen what Shallot is up to with these 3.
Just imagine Rip and Tear starts playing.
No, actually, more like Ave Maria.
Oh.
Blood.
Thank you for coming, everybody. This is Oops All Saiyans episode 3. We'll be back next week for episode 4.
Yay!
Bye.
See, this scrotum man took 3 anesthesias from me.
The man's a living callus.
He is not, and I do repeat, he will not be receiving any numbing medications during this live dissection.
Yeah, boy.
Bye, everybody.